what's going on.
Has Manny talked to you?
He said he would help me to become a god, or something along those lines.
Alright. Well, you gotta get off this table first. Before you can become a god.
Is there a certain way to do that?
There is. I kind of forget how to do it though.
Helpful.
If we just walk around, we'll probably find it.
So if you notice, there was a ping. That's your that's your middle mouse wheel. If you double click that, you're already figuring out to move around on the map, so that's good. There is definitely hidden things.
Well, they're hidden very well.
I'm going to click on the one that you were just staring at hardcore. I don't know if it looked like, I think I may have...
An intense burning.
Yeah. So, you, Vomira, I thought you were going to press it. I almost thought you did, too.
Me?
Yeah, you were standing, like, right here for, like, the
there
longest time. And you were staring at the 20 on this dice. And if you notice your cursor move and change to...
Yeah.
That's what I figured you were about to do, and click on it. So...
I was like, my cursor didn't go directly over the 20, so it didn't turn into a thing.
Oh, that would be why. So that was the thing that this main thing...
I was close to it, but...
So that's the main thing that this little tutorial is supposed to teach you there, George, is that the you might find something of interest in general. There's lots of things of interest on the table, but if you hover over it and your cursor changes, that means you can interact with it, actually. So do you see what I'm...
Does interacting with it just bring up
Oh,
the
yeah.
word that says intense burning?
Yeah, so what happens when you guys when you were investigating that 20 there, Vomira, you were staring at it and go to touch it, and as you do, you guys just feel just this overwhelming sense of power and assuredness in yourself, and then it starts to grow exponentially to the point of burning, and you just feel yourself from the inside out, just as if you were just turned into molten liquid, and your consciousness stops to work for a second. You basically feel like you just... You're hardcore space invaders there, Liv. Hi, guys.
Hello.
What did I walk into?
Disappeared again.
Did things start? I was just gonna take Bella out for a walk real quick, but it sounds like things have happened.
Don't worry, you have time. I'm introducing a new character.
Ooh.
So
Ah,
we were just helping George here. That's Iron Jack Maddox on the Discord there.
So George's character name or the...
hi, George.
George is his actual
George's
name.
person.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to figure out.
And he hasn't introduced his character.
It's been a real long time since I played this character, so I'm gonna be slow goings for a little bit, I think.
That's fair.
Okay, so I'm gonna be listening, but I have to run Bella out, so
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
you're
mute
good.
myself.
I think what I was going to do next, beyond introducing George into everything, I'm glad you jumped on early actually for us there, George, because that helped you get through something, and then I was going to jump to Mariel and Zolas if Sarah jumped on, but I'm not seeing her.
Who's Solus?
Me.
That's Cassidy.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't missed any games in the other part of the campaign, but I somehow managed to miss this one, like, for, like, the past month, so. I also realized that Zolas is going to be a really difficult name to say when I start drinking enough to slur my words, so that's going to be fun.
I describe it as speaking in cursive.
Zolas.
That's a good way to put it.
Like that.
That's always something I try
You're
to.
slurring your words. No, I'm just speaking in cursive.
Yeah, I support this description.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I always try to
I couldn't
prevent
get
by
behind
going with
this.
simpler names.
Shoot. So, Sarah's gonna be typically late. Let me see.
So, Josh, I have a request. 'Cause
Yeah.
many people right now are kind of quiet, but you're very loud. So I don't know if you can either turn people up or turn yourself down.
I can't from your end, but you can from your end. That's the
I can change individual people.
on Discord.
Yeah.
I
If
feel like
you,
we've had this conversation. I feel like I shouldn't be, like, my mind should not be blown by this. I apologize.
No
If
worries.
you left click, you can change the user volume. Like if you left
Okay.
click on their like gamer tag under Mannipollus #1, there's a user volume you can change.
Oh, mine's a right click. I don't see that on the left.
Well, I'm on my
Oh, it's a right
Phone.
click. Yeah. Sorry.
So just hold it on your phone. Try doing that. That's normally the right click.
ha ha.
Oh, yeah.
Success.
Nerd.
Oh my god, that's so much better.
Yeah, sorry. I've been doing that too as we get settled in here. Whenever I hear everybody start talking, then I can start editing voices volumes.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But it changes every time for whatever reason. And you're just testing. I see there, Greg. There, is Greg okay? Or do you prefer George? George, obviously.
Yeah.
That would make more
Yeah,
sense.
George.
My brain was trying to shorten George, and I'm like, there's no good way to shorten George. It's one syllable. Come on, Josh.
G.
Yeah, that's what my family does. I'm G.
Oh.
G.
Everyone who's like in my age group calls me George.
Okay. But in the chat over there, you just see popped up the great axe that you clicked, which I'm assuming you didn't intend to do. But if you go to that little 3 dots, you can delete it too. It's all a learning process.
Yeah, I see.
Because now that you've got a chat in Astral, and we've got our Discord chat, and I feel like we chat on all the other sideboards that there are possibly too.
Here's a chat, there's a chat, everyone's got a chat.
I was hoping, and I guess not. Ooh. Who do we just... Did we lose someone? Or did we gain someone? I see Gab now. Hi, Gab.
Hi.
Ike getting on too?
No, he's not.
Okay. He said he would let me know. I haven't seen anything yet, so I was just making sure.
I haven't heard from Sarah in, like, ever, so.
I
don't know.
messaged her today. She's alive.
Okay, that's good. It's good to hear.
And I figured I would start with you guys since you were kind of away from the party currently. And I thought of a easy way to get back to everybody here. Other updates we could try while we're doing this is, if you notice next to the chat bubble, there's a video bubble now in Astral. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna try it.
Mm-hmm.
I clicked it.
Oh, I think it uses your. Is our microphone going to come out of here now?
Oh, it does have an option for that too. I turned off the mic, but it won't access my camera. Maybe I have to give it permission.
Probably.
Continue.
There's two of me.
Oh yeah, it definitely did, because I can hear your voice twice now too.
I don't have a webcam, so
Yeah, no, that,
mine just shows as the black screen, but it does show voice through there.
that is interesting, and also good to know, because I can go through. I can't control your guys' volume from here. It looks like, so that's one minor downside, but I haven't played with it at all. Text? Oh, I can turn your guys' names on and off. I can resize the thingy. Whoa, it can get pretty big. Okay.
You know, I should go digging somewhere in my boxes, because there was one time where I got the old, like, PS3 camera to work as a webcam.
Hey, yeah, that would work. I'm using my Turtle Beaches that I bought for the PS3, like 200 years ago or whatever.
So, I mean, it would be the quality of a potato, but hey.
Now, how do I...
Potatoes are quality.
Oh, I just gotta click it again and it turns it off. Okay, interesting. So that's an option if Discord ever be weird, but I haven't ever had a problem with Discord. And if we wanted to simplify things some more, but I do also like the channels that Discord gives us and some of the other features of using Discord personally.
So Discord it is.
Yep.
Yeah, Discord has the fun sound effects
That's true.
and the background music. And
That's-
Craig, what would we do without Craig? He's like an established character now. We can't just kill him off.
That's true.
We're not Game of Thrones.
Now recording.
Speaking of.
Fucking Craig.
Speaking of Craig,
All right.
can Craig be the final boss? Have we discussed this already? I think we have.
I think we have.
Yeah.
Last week.
We have talked about it, and I mentioned it maybe possibly end up being like Clifford the Big Red Dog at that point too. But I don't know. That was also when we were talking about the Crystal Tower being a just a dog penis of Craig.
Oh, Craig is Clifford the Big Red Dog, and the Crystal Tower is well, it would have to be red, I guess, so it could be a red rocket, but that was not how it was pictured. So
It's prehensile. That's fine.
No moist.
I was trying to kill some more time to see. Otherwise, well, I guess I can just kind of have her ride along too a little bit, because what's going to happen for you, Zolas, is by this point too, everybody's left you guys in the tunnel, and that was because Mariel was freaking out after her brush with death still a little bit, and getting slapped by her god in the face a little bit. And questioning reality. So she was just sitting there in a fetal position. You're like, it's okay. And then you stopped doing that after a while, as she didn't relax and just kind of stood guard over her, because Mame left after a while too, saying they were going to catch up with the rest of the group. And you assume they have, because they haven't come back. And at this point, Manny is addressing you through your torque necklace and says, what the hell are you all doing here?
He's talking to just me and Mario.
Yep.
So, side note, I don't remember her being smacked by her god. I think I missed that also, but I'll just go with it anyway.
Yep.
I'm comforting this, what is she? A dwarf?
Mhm.
This dwarf that is inconsolable.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where the rest of the party went?
Oh, yeah, they've actually already approached the Thieves Guild and got some contracts. I believe they're actually in the starting room again. You could get there quickly if you flicked the charm on your necklace like I've given you.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Marielle's hand, hoping that she comes with me, and I'm gonna do that.
All right. And
Hopefully it works like that.
and you just hear the of you flicking it and out of existence.
I see a bunch of giant spiders.
They're all dead. Those are the corpses from when you guys killed them. If you can remember that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, this would be the second session after that. Let's see here. Get
The best spider is a dead spider.
Yeah.
Ariel.
Well, I see corpses, so I know that my accomplices have been here.
And you pop back in to the chamber that you started in with the table in the center, and the candles are all lit except
Over there?
for this one that it's still lit but kicked over from someone, and you see all of your party kind of surrounding you. Basically, you popped up in the center of all of them. Like, hey guys.
Hey, Manny sent me here.
Nice of you to join us again.
Yeah, it's been a while. Is there anything that I can do to help us get out of here, or do we have a plan?
Well, we just killed some shit.
As you do.
I can't remember what our next course of action was going to be. Were we going to go back to the Thieves Guild and turn in the imp heads, or were we going to go take care of the other stuff and then go back? I don't even know if we talked about that.
Yes.
So, as a recap for the rest of the party that was still kind of getting their bearings after having a long rest, I don't know if you did any of your shenanigans in the night like you talked about, Flint to Baharash, but potentially you were making a deal with Griselda before getting into the Thieves Guild, if I remember correctly, but you might not do it now, I'm not sure. And otherwise, you guys had, gotten a couple different suggestions and possible contracts from the Thieves Guild, and been led down, suggested to go to the entrance to a demon's lair, to get rid of the weeds, as they called it, of a bunch of imps, and to bring back heads for bottles of whiskey.
I say if we're gonna
She's
pass
always good.
pass them, we might as well. Bye.
Hmm?
If we're gonna pass the imps, we killed the imps already.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
What was the other thing we had to do?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. You just missed your intro a little bit, because you and Zolas were still back in the tunnel, and you're slowly getting back your bearings, I guess, after being confronted with all your friends again.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess I'm still getting my bearings. I was just got done with work and I was cleaning, and I was like had a mouthful of chicken, and Mike came out and was like, don't you have D&D tonight? I was like, yeah, I do. And I looked, and I was like, it's at 7, and it was like 7:02. I was like, shit! So I went running. I apologize.
No worries. Yeah, you were left behind in that tunnel after you had basically been dead, and was basically just in fetal position. You were just in fetal position, and Mame and Zolas were trying to console you, but after realizing that it wasn't going to work, Mame left and Zolas stood guard, basically, over you. And then Manny just spoke with Zolas personally and said hey, just flick your charm, go back to the original chamber you guys were in, like I told you, I put on the necklace, and you can get back to the rest of your party. And then Zolas was just asking everybody, hey guys, what have you been doing?
So, question. Is this just another scenario where I can think to Manny and he can hear me, or do I have to say it out loud? Can everyone hear it?
So far as you have experienced after being off of the, just in general too, he has not spoken into your mind directly, no. He's only spoken from the torque and while you were on the table kind of all around you.
Okay.
So, that is what you've experienced. You don't know otherwise. You haven't tried, as far as I know.
Can I ask why or if someone can remind me why I'm in the fetal position about to die?
Bunch of spiders.
Okay.
They murdered you, and you were one death save away from ultimate death.
Damn. Okay. Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and then you got slapped by your god, Loki, and he's like, "Get the fuck up!" And you're like, "Oh," kind of turned on, but then you got
Daddy, yeah, Daddy, like.
and from that interaction though, I was trying to figure out what else to do, so I assumed you just regressed after that. You were like, I don't think I'll be able to experience anything better than that in my entire life, being touched by the god himself.
Just whole body just laying there.
Ew.
It's hysterical.
You just blacked out and forgot that you almost died.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you said I missed my turn, so you guys can. I'll come back in.
I think we were deciding what to do.
And Flint, you were talking about trying to figure out what to do with these imp heads.
Yeah, because I knew we were taking them back, but I knew we had another task. But I forgot. Or was that something that Flint knew, but I knew?
I think you would also.
We have to
But-
infiltrate a faked thieves guild and put them to,
That's right. That's it.
Yeah.
and yeah, get rid of them because they're fake.
That one, I think only you, Vomira, know, and Griselda about that. No, Griselda, you told everybody else. That's right. I think.
As far as
Yeah.
I know, you're all fake. So
We're posers.
maybe we don't know each other.
This is true.
So I'm in.
I like the way you think. You all may be imposters. Let's go.
Where is this fake thieves guild?
To the south.
That's what I was just about to say. I think he said to the south.
Yeah, south somewhere. But he didn't say like where besides south.
I'm gonna flick my charm again. What happens?
I was taking a bite. As soon as you do, you. Where did your character go?
It's by the giant lizard corpse.
Oh, okay. You blended in so well. And you just
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
kind of like, but slightly forward.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm standing on this table.
Yeah.
And we're looking at it from the top down. Is this just a design on the table, or are there steps wrapping around this table?
That's just a inlay of stone. It is,
Okay.
for all intensive purposes, completely stone. At very odds with the table that you were presumably standing upon, which you had perceived as wood when you were first entering the game. But when dealing with gods, one doesn't question reality.
I'm gonna knock on the stone table, the what appears to be a stone table to see what kind of sound it makes.
It sounds like it feels like stone. So when you're knocking on it, but it kind of sounds like underneath. And when you're standing on it, it does feel as solid as stone.
Now, does this have legs, or is it on like a pedestal?
It has legs, and the legs are kind of also of a worked stone that are curved up underneath of it into 4 feet all the way around underneath, but does
I
not.
want to crawl. Sorry, I want to crawl underneath a table and inspect the underneath of it.
All right, roll an investigation for me.
Chew.
Hold on, I can't type. There we go.
So, beyond the actual stone that you see under the table, you're kind of hesitant to believe beyond the fact that you had, entered on a wood table and this is now stone. But you're also kind of looking at it, and as you look closer, it doesn't seem to be just a table as it's coming out of the stone when you're looking at it, of the floor. It seems to be one with the stone that's laying under it. There's actually a piling of gravel that you guys are all standing on, and the stone goes beneath that of the legs of the table.
I want to lick the table.
You just hear a whoa.
It's Manny. The table's Manny.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is the god of tables. Everybody lick it.
That's how you get his blessing.
How many licks does it get to the center?
And you do hear
Manny the Tootsie Pop.
here after the apparent sound of extreme pleasure. Oh, what are you doing there? Haven't anyone take that route before?
I really like how it's the sound of extreme pleasure. I've been doing some things wrong here.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make that sound just over and over again.
The great thing is that I do upload all of these recordings onto a Dropbox or a drive, so you could clip that sound and just actually have it on.
It'd be a shame if someone turned it into a ringtone.
Oh my god.
Such a shame.
So, is the god trapped in the table? Are you trapped in there, sir? Do you need help getting out?
Oh, don't worry. No, I'm actually all around you. This room is me. I've brought you here for the, the ascension into godhood. But this chamber is a part of me, as I was able to seal it after you had left the last time. One of the reasons.
So we're all inside of a god.
Woohoo!
And I just licked his intestines?
That's what he wants you to think.
Oh,
We are inside of a boxed room. So you may have licked his box.
I must have. He apparently was pleasurable. The gravel on the ground, is it loose?
It is loose gravel, yes.
I'm going to pick up 4 rocks from the ground and put them in my pocket.
Okay.
All roughly the same size.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. So Mariel at the does Mariel hear this?
So that is something that I left out of the description that I meant to explain is that sound was resonating in the chamber, so it was all around you.
So we all heard what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He heard. So we all heard the pleasure sound.
Mm-hmm.
So Mariel hears him mention that he is god, right? And
Mhm.
so she's immediately gonna have her little ears perk up and go, "So you are a god? Would you know my man, Loki, by chance?" And she like kind of like slightly like drags her fingers along the edges of the table.
And he goes, "Ooh, actually, we are pretty well acquainted."
What can you tell me about Loki?
He's a wily one. I might be the god of manipulation, but he's he he and I are on similar terms. So there are some challenges when it comes to our interactions because fellow manipulators have some sort of an accord that we always get away from the situation attempting to be on top. Wink.
So-
It says wink. He can't physically show you a wink, obviously.
The table kind of like shifts a little bit.
I use minor illusion to show it waking.
Also, he intones at this time, "Please do greet the new companion here." And everybody does notice there is a new person here. That is George, by the way.
Welcome, fighter.
Is he just fighter?
He looks like a fighter. He has not introduced himself to anyone yet.
What-
Who is this stranger?
What is going on exactly? Why did she lick a table?
Investigation.
Is this the
Knowledge
fighter?
is power. We need more knowledge.
Yes.
The person that just talked?
Yes.
Okay, Iron Jack, Maddox. Okay, you're the fighter. Okay. Hello. And who are you?
The name's Warren.
That sounds like a question, like you don't know
And
your own
then-
name.
Can you describe yourself? Like, what are we looking at?
I'm a human fighter. I'm very basic. I have messily slicked back hair and probably like face scruff.
He's also got a pumpkin frappe from Starbucks.
I was gonna say, I'm like, does he have Ugg boots and a frappe? Does he have a man bun and a beard and?
Yes.
Who sent you, Warren?
Don't know. I just kind of appeared here, I think.
And Manny
Hmm.
Manny chimes in, "You're welcome."
Thank you.
Do you have any information on Loki?
No.
Okay, then shut up because I was talking to table. Alrighty. Go table.
Such nice
My
people.
damn it, I lost my accent. Table, I want you to tell me what is his weakness? How can you get him to love me?
I like where you're going with this. Let me ponder that one and get back to you.
You ponder. And she kind of like does that like hit on the table like, you do that. And kind of like a slap on the back. And you're like, okay.
On the
Well-
butt.
Yeah, a little.
Zolas is hyper focused on this conversation.
So Warren, you remember any of your past?
Fairly well. Why? Is that a thing that happens? You just forget shit?
Oh no, it just you come here, you don't know what you're doing. I'm just asking questions. Tell us.
I'm a dude from a town. Parents dead. Blah blah blah.
Wow,
Why does this matter?
this guy is very specific.
Who needs the Heimlich?
Jeff, apparently.
Do you have bread on you by chance? Or sausage?
No. You're
Oh,
calling me specific?
This guy is a waste. Anybody else have food? I'm starving.
Um,
And also need healed.
You could have giant lizard corpse
Hey,
behind me.
Barcelona.
We could try to cook it over one of these nice candles.
how old is it at this point?
It has been at least 3 days, so it is
Ooh.
getting a little black
It's
So it's
rank.
perfect.
brown. Yeah,
Perfect.
it's not red meat anymore. It's that other dark meat.
I have a pound of cooked meat minus a quarter. 10 pounds of cooked meat from the snake.
I have
Oh,
one
yeah.
day's worth of rations I don't need.
Yeah. I also have a water skin filled with grain ethanol alcohol.
Let's save that. Save that for times we need to clean wounds. Yeah, let's do you mind? I'm feeling a little sluggish. You need to
What
can you rest?
what you got?
What have I got? What have I got? My skills protect you.
Okay, I'm gonna remember
My
that.
job to call upon. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna write that down in my notes.
Okay.
Favor from
Right.
Mariel.
You write that down.
How How much of the
sign
cooked
it.
meat do you want?
You want me to
Go ahead.
sign it?
IOU, Mariel.
Yeah. So I'm at 5, so probably just like a serving, I guess.
How much is that for you?
Probably about half a
God.
ration for Mario.
I don't know why your name is so hard. So like a pound? I don't know, like a burger's a quarter pounder? I don't know. How much do you want?
Yeah,
Yeah, pound.
Quarter pound with cheese.
Yeah, could I have quarter pound with spoiled milk?
Did that go to the chat? Do I need to refresh?
I'm not seeing anything.
Motherfucker.
1 pound equals plus 10 points. Okay, yeah, that's. Could actually probably only use half, but if you want to give me a pound, that's good.
I'll give you a pound. You can have, a snack later.
Okay, cool. I put a half pound in.
Support snacks. I see. Here, come on.
There you go. You got it.
Do I not have spells? Do monks not have spells?
No, monks don't have.
They have like
Typically.
everything else though, don't they?
Yeah. The only reason I have levitate in the other campaign is actually because of my race.
Oh, it says actions in combat can cast a spell, but I don't have spells as an option. Okay. For another IOU, does anybody have healing spells or potion?
Nope.
Great.
So for all intents and purposes, can we just say Baharash is like passed out right now?
Yeah,
in this room?
Baharash never woke up from
Okay.
when you guys went to sleep. He's still just
Oh.
he's propped up against this corner just
Does
He's in the
anybody
room now.
have
I'm gonna say
Does anybody have anything that approximates a marker? I wanna
marker?
draw on his face.
you want to cast a magic trick on him? But seriously, I'm gonna look to
Wait, I have
Marielle,
ink.
We could.
I have ink.
come here. Let's try something.
Let's
Call Marielle over here to Baharash.
Is there another? Was that me? Ugh, you say my name terribly. I didn't even know you called me. It's Marielle.
Ugh.
God bless you. That was a good try.
I'm gonna take Baharash's shield off and lay it on the wall next to him. And I want to take his hand and put it on her forehead to see if I can activate his healing cantrip.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I come because I mean Mario is very hesitant. Like, I'd come. I'll play along.
Does magic
And then,
work like that?
I don't know. We're trying.
Can't hurt to try.
We're talking to a table here.
I mean, we're in a god. Can't he just like bless you?
Gesundheit.
Can't he just like secrete some nice
Some pleasure.
goopy liquid from the ceiling to
Some
like
pleasure juices.
Keep licking the table.
That already happens. Loki.
Oh.
very healing and
Yes.
restorative. We could do the same thing here with Manny.
Yes, when I put Baharash's hand on Marielle, does it do anything?
Did it do it? Did it send it? Haha!
Yeah.
So
What? So we don't even need him. We can just.
What is
carry
reality?
him.
What is
Drag his limp body around and use it.
What world? Yeah, what world? What?
so
Oh, good to know.
well, I was just using it from the D&D Beyond stuff, but obviously I don't want to do that all the time. So, but all intents and purposes, while in this room,
So don't abuse it.
yeah, exactly. Intents and purposes, while in this room, that's a fair trade. I like where this is going, anyways. So what happens is like some rocks below Baharash from the gravel just kind of come up and pinch his buttocks, and you just hear him, and then he just looks and stares you in the eye like he's awake, and puts while his hand's already resting on your forehead. He just says, "Yeah," he just says, "Let Tiamat's blessings be upon you," and then
It's out.
Was that good, or do you need more healing?
Oh, I'm fantastic. That was awesome.
Okay.
So Manny, you're not bothered that all these other people follow different gods?
no, I want you to become gods.
Oh. So you're like the more the merrier type.
Absolutely.
I respect that.
What is sure way to become God?
Gain power, of course.
Shall we lick the table again?
I mean, that is the power move.
As
looking
pleasurable as that experience sounds, it will not provide you with the appropriate experience you need to handle yourself among the other gods, as I've tried to warn you of. Not all gods' tables can be licked, if you get my meaning.
Have you tried?
Trust me,
Tried.
I am the god of manipulation. There are many things I have tried.
Manipulation.
Manipulation.
Man. So what is our goals here, guys? Do we need to get out the room? Is this door open?
We have imp heads we need to dispose of.
Mario does not know that.
We don't want to dispose of them. We need to bring them back to Gerald so we can get paid.
Right, we need to like do something with them. So I'm gonna make it a character trait. The Mame is getting really disturbed by the fact that we have these like unpreserved imp heads just hanging out, like gathering bacteria and slowly decaying and rotting, and like we need to. Someone either needs to like preserve them, or we need to like take them to where they need to be.
Seems like a
Increasingly
valid.
make
Well,
Mame
have
more
they-
and more anxious.
I mean, have they really started the decaying process already?
Excuse me.
Also-
How long has it been?
Paid.
8 hours, I think, Josh, right?
I didn't catch what you were saying because I heard what Warren has said. He was asking about getting paid for the imp heads, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I know that for every 3 heads I bring back, I get a bottle of whiskey. I don't know what everyone else gets.
So I
Pat
thought
on the
last time I was involved, we had found a way to get out of the tunnels, or at least someone to seek out to get out of the tunnels. Did we abandon that idea? Are we just making money and selling heads now?
Some would say we're making
Wait.
money by giving head.
We have to become crap.
High enough members to
Yeah,
talk
high enough
to-
members of the Thieves Guild so we can talk to Nobunaga, who is the guy who is very intimidating and we've been told will chop our dicks off.
Oh,
It's unfortunate for you all.
But he's
Yep.
he's the one who can get us above ground.
okay.
we've-
Let's
So we've heard. But
then
the way
let's
to
go.
become higher members of the Thieves Guild, we have to complete tasks, which Gerald hands out.
Then let's go give some head.
Yeah.
Mariel
Well,
laughs at that.
We're down here already, so, and I think the fake Thieves Guild is down here, maybe? So if we take care of both of those, we can go up and cash in on 2 tasks and get more tasks.
Yeah, let's fuck them up.
And to answer your previous question, Griselda, you kind of remember some ideas and thoughts from your past of possibly pickling the heads for preservation?
I got some great
Yes. Would I know what components I would need for that?
Just some simple ones, some vinegar, whatever seasonings you want to season with, generally. And
I'm MSG.
Ooh.
and a jar or what have you to put it in for the pickling process.
Does anybody have any jars?
I remember, didn't somebody make like a protective, like a wetsuit almost when we were going up the poop chute?
Out of
I
snake
tried.
skin.
I tried to.
Do you still have that material? Because I feel like we could make like a water skin out of it.
No, it kind of got ripped to shreds.
How big are
Right.
they? How big is it?
Although
Not big.
Yeah.
there's still some dead carcasses
Softball.
in here, isn't there?
Would there be a jar and a mess kit?
Yeah, maybe. There's a giant lizard. Could we like
Oh yeah, could maybe
take some
skin
giant
a
lizard
lizard.
intestine?
Yeah, someone could probably make a bag out of that. That's not for me, but if someone else feels up to it.
I have an axe. I can cut it up for you.
Looks like the mess.
Oh,
My
we're
big
making a
barbarian
bag out
sausage
of
fingers are not delicate.
the skill you need to make a bag out of lizard skin.
Dexterity?
So if you're trying to,
Fuck it. If I have, sorry.
you're all right.
If I have, how many heads do we have?
A normal question.
6, 5, because we convinced Sasha, or
Yeah.
Griselda charmed Sasha to be on our side.
Yes, Sasha's
have
my
5.
familiar now.
So we have 5 heads.
Was any of this traumatizing to Sasha? Is Sasha
And
like okay?
Sasha says to you when you were mentioning that, Griselda, I haven't become your familiar yet. We haven't made out the rules of the contract. But only you can hear
I
it. It's in
wasn't
your
saying
head.
that in
Because-
person. I was saying that like
Oh, okay.
out of character.
Gotcha. Just making sure.
But yeah, that was something else I was gonna mention to Josh was that instead of long resting, I probably would have just meditated for a little bit and then sat down and wrote out a simple basic contract.
Yeah, I actually had that down here too, but there were a lot of other things happening. So if you wanted to go over that quickly, and no one minds, basically, you can see Sasha's sheet now too, and Sasha would offer you any one of those skills in return for one of yours, basically, and that would ensure your your loyalty to them as well as
Mhm.
her loyalty to you. And then she also kind of takes a piece of her scales on her tail around the base of it, twists them, slides them off the tail, and then twists it once more, and it actually looks like a ring, two sides of a ring actually, that are a solid piece, and puts one on her own finger and hands you the other and says, "This will ensure that you keep your word. If you break your vow on this contract, you will be cursed."
Oof. Serious.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm already cursed. I'm gonna slide it on.
Imps not
We
fooling
don't-
around.
We don't hear that though, right?
This was happening
That's
while
it.
you guys were pretty much asleep, as well as Zolas and
Mhm.
Mariel. You guys were out of the room completely, so no.
Okay.
So
And we can renegotiate specifics later, but this ensures our bond.
yeah. Yep. Cool. Cool.
No big deal. No pressure.
Sweet. All right. So we got 5 heads.
Yeah.
Instead of fucking with trying to pickle these heads, I'm just gonna sit cross-legged on the ground. I'm just gonna plop on down and ask who has the heads.
I have 3.
All right. I'm gonna ask
I've like
for everybody
tied hair.
to.
I've like tied. Oh, like, do imps have hair?
Negative. They have horns.
If
I've taken
everybody.
a string and like
And
tied all their horns together, so I just have like a thing of heads,
The bundle.
like
Alright.
like
a bushel.
like the fish heads, and we saw this weekend.
I'm gonna start like pulling like a little bit of salt and some other stuff out of my component pouches, and as I'm getting all this stuff out, I'm gonna ask if everybody could line the heads up in front of me, please.
I just like chuck them in front of you, or like drop them, just like thud. What are you doing, Josh?
I'm sorry, I just realized I can impersonate anyone by clicking on the chat bubble next to the thing here.
Oh, I was like, are you yawning? Are you stretching?
No, I was trying to find
Uh,
other people here.
And then I am also going to take out. We have 5 heads, so I'm going to take out. Well, I don't know if I have any. Does anybody have any copper pieces? All I have is gold pieces.
All I have is gold pieces.
I have that sweet, sweet gold.
I have 5 copper.
All right. Does anybody have 5 more copper?
I have 2 copper.
Okay, I need 3 more. You'll get them back.
No, if I have copper. Oh no, I don't. Just gold.
We could check Buckrush.
Who's gonna loot Rush for copper?
Wait. Let's see if there's anything weird on him.
What are his secrets?
Mariel is gonna go and kind of try to slyly dig through his pockets to see if he has any copper.
Roll just for me a sleight of hand.
That is. That's a 4.
You try
Didn't
to
do good.
you try to reach into one of his crevices, and you're not real sure. You're trying to find a pocket or something that's off to the side, and he just and rolls over. And
Crevices?
yeah, sure. Do you want me to Google the term crevice for you?
Crevi.
No, that's just an interesting word just
Crevi.
when you're to use when searching somebody. I'm searching someone, and I stick my hand into a crevasse. Like,
Into one of their crevasses.
I just assume
that's
the
just
worst.
not a.
Get your hand out of his font.
You're like, oh god, I didn't know. He had some layers to him.
He is a dragonborn, so that's where I was going with the mindset at least too.
Oh, okay. That's fair, I guess.
It's a scaly
Okay.
crevasse.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He has
it's
legs.
crusty. Okay, so he rolls over. I'm unsuccessful? Or am I trapped?
You're
now?
unsuccessful.
Okay.
And crevice, a narrow opening resulting from a slit or crack.
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay. Anybody else want to try? Yeah,
I-
I apparently suck at this.
I cast
Yeah.
Mage Hand. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So we have how many pieces? 7?
I believe
Right.
so.
Yes.
Alright, it'll be good enough. I'll just
Mummy.
have to do this in parts.
Mummy, you're a giant. You hold him upside down and just shake him.
Good, I think.
I mean, he's how tall is he?
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty big, but
Dragonborns are pretty big too, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
I guess I don't know how big.
We only need his pockets to be upside down.
I mean, you could just take his clothes off.
where
Not it.
description maybe.
My Mage
6
Hand just starts dancing.
Yeah, he's like 6'5".
Yeah, I'm not that much taller than him. I'm trying to see where this says on my sheet. Features and traits. I'm
It's fine.
7 foot, but
I'll
it's
just-
okay. I can pick him up.
Yeah, I can just do this in parts. So I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna take. So I have 7, so 6. I'm gonna take 3 of the heads and place the copper pieces over their eyes, so 2 on each. And I'm gonna sprinkle some salt over them. And I am going to start ritual casting. Let me find it. Gentle repose. But it's gonna take me a minute because it takes 10 minutes for each thing.
So I'm assuming while you're kind of like slowly sprinkling the salt over top of them, you're just kind of mumbling
Yeah.
for like 10 minutes.
And I have to touch them.
All the
So I'm touching the remains and just kind of mumbling to myself. And what this does,
Okay.
done?
You touch
Yeah.
a corpse or other remains for the duration the target is protected from decay and can't become undead. Spell also extends the time limit of raising the target from the dead. Since days spent under the influence of this spell don't count against the time limit. Okay. Very neat.
Yeah. So it says 1 action, but since I'm ritual casting it, it is 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
While you're doing that, I'm assuming you guys are trying to raid Baharash again, or was that given up?
Weren't we just trying to get copper pieces out of his pockets?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna also flip flint one of the copper pieces, the one that I didn't use.
So now I have 1.
I'll like try to sleight of hand some copper pieces off of Baharash.
All right.
Like I'll just like wander up here
Oh, I'm
Like,
I'm
super
right there.
nonchalantly.
and was kind of not gonna take copper pieces, but was just gonna be furious and try to like peek into his pockets.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we were trying to steal stuff from her.
You said
I'm not stealing.
you said you wanted to, Vamira, so go for it. Roll that sleight of hand you were talking about.
Yeah, actually, yeah, she would do that anyway. So
Then would she have to go against my perception?
Only if she's trying to hide it from the fact that you're doing it. The sleight of hand is just to see if she can get it from Baharash.
yeah,
Okay.
If she's sneaking, then that's what she would roll against your perception to see if you noticed. But you're standing right there. I'm just assuming you notice, unless Vamira is like, "Hey, look over there."
Okay. I didn't know if she was trying to hide it from us that she was doing this or not. I was just asking.
So you kind of nudge Baharash in the side, and he rolls over almost like he's trying to grasp wherever you were nudged, and you slide your hand down in his pocket, and you feel out that there's 22 coppers in that pocket.
Ooh.
Approximately.
I'll take half of them.
Okay.
So I'll take 11. And I'll slide them into my pocket.
That'll be interesting for him.
Who sees this? Just Mariel.
Um,
And
Ash and Mariel evidently see it with no problem. I mean, if anybody else was paying attention.
See if he notices how some of his copper is missing.
Yeah.
Flynn is too preoccupied with what
Griselda.
Griselda's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I was just, for future reference, wondering, but no, I don't really care.
Griselda still needs 4 more copper if possible.
What's Griselda trying to do? Just like cast a spell on the heads so they don't come back.
Yeah, I'm currently doing it on 3 heads, but I didn't have enough to do all 5 at once.
Okay.
So I've got to do 3 and then 2 separate. I need 2 copper per head, so I need 4 more.
Alright, I'll walk over and toss you 4.
Yeah.
Just like flick them over with my thumb. There you go.
Alright. And then I'll start placing it on the other 2 heads and sprinkle salt on them and include them in this ritual as well.
Sweet.
I would say that's the end of 10 minutes.
Okay. I was gonna say I was gonna also say I'm probably chanting the spell in Infernal.
I would like to hear your best representation of Infernal.
Oh,
I can understand it. Wait, I know what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't know how Infernal is like.
Guttural and dark.
Very. It's even
Like German.
It's even represented with a bunch of slashes, and like it looks mostly engraved, even if it's on paper.
That's what I just looked it up.
I feel like there
It
needs
says.
to be a double layover voice on top of that. Like you need to speak 2 things at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like very like Exorcist
Yeah.
style. Yeah. I don't even know. I'm not good at like.
That was pretty good. I'll take Johnny's. It sounds like it was.
Yes.
It gets increasingly louder until she's yelling.
Yeah.
Yep. It sounds like what Johnny was doing sounds like a really like deep, like dark version of like how the Sims talk.
The Sims speak Infernal.
That's how I start casting it. It's just so.
A green gem appears above her head.
Zork. Patu, Palashkosiki.
And at this point, too, Manny's like melted a small portion in the center of the iced door, if you can recall, to the entrance where you remembered exiting with 2 copper wormlings on their nest. And he says, Are you going?
I'm gonna kind of nod to Flint and Vilmyra and be like, "You can take the heads back now. They'll be fine till they'll last for about 10 days."
Plenty of
Mame
time.
approves and appreciates.
I appreciate you for appreciating her.
Josh, I'm also going to use. I'm gonna kind of whisper to Archimedes. I guess I don't need a whisper because I can just telepathically. I'm just gonna telepathically tell Archimedes, that she can go home and rest. And by me doing that, I'm gonna kind of dismiss Archimedes into, like, because with Find Familiar, I can dismiss my familiar into, like, a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
I can see you, Liv, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything, but there's a pupper. Hi, pupper.
She's 70 pounds and I'm holding her.
Oh, I used to do that with butters. I'm just
She's
gonna,
not
I'm just
thrilled,
gonna let
but-
you guys.
Look at her.
With our puppers
My
combined.
goodness.
The power of pupper. Yeah, she didn't
Okay,
like
anyway.
that.
All right, so now that the heads are preserved, Mame doesn't feel like puking every 5 seconds. So we have to do this other thing, right? We have to destroy this fake thieves guild. Does anybody have any idea where that is? Like in what? We said it's south. Like, should we ask? So has this entire adventure been inside Manny? Like, can we just ask Manny where this fake thieves guild is? Because no wonder we can't get out of these tunnels if they're inside a god. Like, can't we just ask him to go out? But we can't go out until we like finish these tasks. So let's go find the fake thieves and fuck them up, so we can like exit through some orifice of Manny and see fresh air.
Wait,
I like the sunshine.
so sorry if I'm making someone repeat something, but how do we know that they're fake?
What's fake?
That's what
The
the thieves guild told us,
Thieves
right?
Yeah.
Oh, the thieves go. Yeah, Gerald told us. The small faction.
How do we know
of,
that Gerald isn't fake?
We
we
don't.
don't. We're just taking his word for it.
I'm
Um,
suspicious.
He's the
that.
taskmaster
Don't
of
be
the thieves
suspicious.
guild.
Don't be
So-
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I was doing the same thing, Liv. Oh my god. Okay,
I know
sorry.
what you're quoting, but also I'm suspicious of everything. So
No, that's fair. So wait, maybe we should just go investigate the other thieves guild. Let's not go in like, swords out, guns
Guns out.
ablazing. Let's just like walk in deceptively, super chill, super nice.
yeah, I mean, not everything is what it seems. So
Yeah,
let's just play it cool.
but we have to find it first. So I don't know if that's something we can ask Manny or if we just want to go explore. We can take a vote.
Manny.
Yeah, I say we just ask Manny, right? We've got the connection. We might as well use it.
He interjects.
So I'm gonna. Oh, cool. Okay, good.
Who's drawing on Manny? That's what he interjects with. No.
Minor illusion.
Um,
Go ahead.
he says, "Well, actually, that would be a wonderful trick, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, I am only this chamber. I have brought you to the
You said you were like everything.
inside of this chamber, yes. Mostly so. However,
That's
outside of this chamber is the labyrinth. I've brought you here so that you can face it, defeat it, and become gods.
Ba-dum.
I wanna
Sorry.
be the very best. No one ever
Writes with like a rock on a, you know how it's like if you write a stone on another stone, like sometimes they'll deposit the white.
Chalk
Mhm.
rocks.
Someone writes "lick me" on Manny. Alrighty, well let's go. Yeah, Baharash, you coming? Poke poke, poke poke
Oh,
poke.
poke.
Roll,
Baharash.
rolls over.
Oh boy. Okay. Well.
Wait,
was.
Monet, can you carry him?
Can I carry? Yeah, I was gonna say, can I carry him? Like, I know he's heavy, but I'm bigger than he is. I weigh 300 pounds. I'm 7 foot tall.
Do we want to? Do we want to keep our? Is that what you guys did to me?
He's a healer. We need him. Even if we can manipulate the healing out of him, we need his corpse.
Does anybody have some kind of spell where they can like levitate him?
Can we pick him up with Mage Hand?
No.
Mage
Mage
hand is
hand.
like a literal hand, so
Yeah, it can only unseen servant can pick things up, but it can only pick up to 10 pounds.
Oh.
Same
So-
with Mage Hand. So you have 20 pounds together.
Do we want to leave him a
What-
note?
What about these? Wait.
You did leave him
Yeah, I
a note.
have-
Lick me.
We
I
leave
have
him-
some.
we
roll-
we put him up against the table that says "lick me."
I
A
think
nice
that,
message for him to wake up to.
I think that we want
Yeah.
to bring him. I think we
So-
want him to be here.
I have my big warhammer, and
Can
have
I roll?
And can we put him on warhammer, and tie him on, and then I can drag him. I
Have
think that-
Monet help you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I like roll a strength and see if I can carry him?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier, but I was pretty entertained.
Maybe you guys help each other?
If you
Question mark?
can't,
With our powers combined.
if you
Yeah.
can't, I say we take the giant lizard's bones and its skin and form a sled to drag him.
Ooh.
I do
I'll
not
take a
have-
skin.
This is not a. Okay, this is what I want.
I was gonna say, Josh, that's the ultimate DM saying. I was gonna help you, but I was amused.
Let's see what they fucking come up with.
Yeah,
I didn't go through some refreshing.
that's what we're here
Hopefully.
for. You guys are telling the story. I'm just giving you bones.
It is shame that we don't have thieves kit because there's 100 ball bearings in thieves kit. And,
Is there?
100.
There is 100 ball bearings, and
We just
use-
rotate him over the
Yeah,
barbarian.
we roll ball rush over top. There's no problem.
Why are there 100? And why is this not okay?
No,
okay.
no, there's 1,000.
What?
Is there 1,000? That's a lot of ball bearings.
Where are these ball
Do
bearings?
I-
In the
Right.
thieves kit, you get
Oh,
1,000. You get ball bearings, a bag of
Yeah.
1,000.
Oh,
This is the only use for them, so.
this,
Okay, so what are
this
we
is
gonna
the-
do with these ball bearings?
Wait, does somebody have the kit?
I do. Ash.
Fuck yeah, okay.
I mean, I feel like it'd be really slow.
Why? This is not like. The fuck?
We'll roll the old mountain sage
say-
along.
I actually have. Oh fuck! I actually have dice. I bought dice for the first time. So what do I roll for strength? I see what my modifier is.
You roll
D20.
a d20.
D20.
D20 is
No
the holy,
right.
holy dice.
They'll write country songs about us rolling him along for centuries.
They will. I got a 2.
Rolling,
But I have a
rolling,
+3, so I got a 5.
So your first attempt
Okay,
at
okay.
Strength? Wait. My strength is 17 +3, but I rolled a 2.
row the stage,
Plus a
roll
racial
down.
bonus.
Oh!
plus his
Wait, let's see your dice. What do your dice look like?
It said 2.
No, I mean, like, I want to see what your dice look like.
like
Not the
They
name.
are.
Like-
So it was a Math Rocks series from
Oh.
Kraken Dice, and so they have these like little rock fragments in it,
That's awesome.
and they're based on like these big people that did things in math. So like these are the John Nash dice because he's from Blue Ridge, West Virginia.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know
I'm a
anything
nerd.
about math, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they lied to us when at least me anyways, when they said you need a lot of math for architecture. I don't think I've done anything more than adding and subtracting. And maybe some
I
fractions.
know. I was like
Oh.
kind of disappointed because I actually really like math.
People think that we're so smart, and we're like, I'm an architect. And you're like, I don't do literally anything in my day-to-day
You're like,
job.
I don't do shit.
Okay, so me and Johnny and Jess and Georgie have a architecture question for you guys.
Uh-oh.
How many stories up do you? Okay,
13.
let me start this by saying
42.
that none of us are going to yeet ourselves off of buildings.
Oh no.
Speak for
Oh, no.
yourself.
But how many stories up do you need to be before you die instead of just getting seriously fucked up?
Mm.
See,
That's a
that's
physics
a
question.
question you would ask like.
It
a
depends
house.
on. Wait, it
It's a
depends
certain
on which.
architect.
Or
No, it
like a
depends on
or like
all
a
you do.
physicist.
Like, are you
Wait.
going head first? Are you going knees
Feet first?
first?
Okay, so
Are you belly flopping?
It would be a
Say
physics
the
question as
Earth-
Olivia. So.
opened up beneath somebody, how many stories down would you need to fall?
Google says even falling from 3 to 4 feet could kill you if
Yeah.
you manage to land awkwardly.
Yep.
I'm gonna say
Wow.
like 6 stories. That's my guess, but we
People
would have to
Jesus.
do often survive falls from 6 stories or higher, even survive
Yeah.
falls with parachutes. No, I mean, what's the minimum height suicide? I'm gonna get put on a list here.
because I feel like if you jumped out of like any house window, you would probably be seriously injured or maimed.
You
But
just, like, break
anything
your
more than
leg or
that.
something.
Yeah, I feel like
Ooh,
I don't know
here's a-
why.
Here's a good response. General rule of thumb is 50% of falls that are 3 times your height are fatal. In other words, a 6-foot individual will die 50% of the time from an 18-foot fall, while an infant 2 feet tall will die 50% of the time from a 6-foot fall.
Oh.
So
That's-
a fall from
That
5
makes a
Has
lot
to
of
do with
stories.
your weight
It does
That
because
makes a lot of sense.
and the force of impact when you hit the solid thing.
I feel like it
Law of
really depends.
inertia.
plus
Like, are you stepping off or are you like woo?
plus also
Because that would be different.
plus also your surface area versus your volume because an ant can be dropped off that same like the Empire State
I don't-
Building and survive.
I think it matters how
And a
you
squirrel.
jump
And a
off the
squirrel.
building because gravity's always the same.
But
Well,
you have
what
there's a
air
difference
resistance.
If it's a shorter distance. Yeah.
Yeah, you could like break your legs and still live, but if you're diving head first, there's no way that you're gonna
You can't.
survive that fall. But I don't know.
Unless you dive head first and dive too far and end up landing on your back.
So you're saying, say if you're walking down the road and a sinkhole happens to form and you fall 25 feet straight down.
Oh, you
Yeah.
die.
I think you'd be fine. I think you'd be fine.
It depends
No,
on
I
what's at
think-
the bottom of the sinkhole.
And how many
You're
times
welcome.
you hit the sides on the way going down is my.
See,
No, it's a crevasse.
So I think there was a 30% chance I would have died if I fell into your cistern, Josh.
so,
yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Sure.
Wait, did you
Been
say
the
you
ring
fell
all
into
over
his
again.
sister?
I almost did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cistern with
Did
an,
you
with an
say
N.
sister?
Oh,
With an N.
I heard
sister
sister.
I got a question. Does spider silk act as a cushion?
Yes.
Would spider silk? Fuck yeah.
Depends how much.
Especially Volkswagen-sized spiders.
Lots of spider silk.
Yeah,
Yes.
Volvo-sized spiders.
Yes.
But okay, so to put in reference, now that I'm thinking, in rock climbing, in order to be what is that called? Bouldering, it goes up to 15 feet, and they consider 15 feet up is like a safe fall.
But wait, that's 3 times my height. No, that's a little bit less than 3 times my height. But
Well,
like that's not.
if you
I
have
was
like
like,
a
you're not-
padded cushion underneath, and
I know OSHA requires you to be tied off if you're above 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I don't know if 15 feet's safe. I feel like 6 sounds more reasonable. Like indoor bouldering walls that I've been to.
I don't know why we're talking about this. We survived this.
You did.
I went bouldering on
I
Saturday.
was just curious.
Yeah.
Also,
As,
there are no
uh,
holes currently that you know of, but
Yeah.
see if we can fix that.
Oh wait, there's a trigger coming.
To a high cliff, and we're all gonna ponder this for another hour.
Yeah, so how do
might
we
have to
find
spin a
these
dock
fake
idea.
ass thieves? 'Cause I'm gonna teach some thieves a lesson.
Yeah.
With my
Well,
axe.
the question is, do we think that the thieves are like south on this level, or are they south up the poop chute, like on that level?
That's a good question.
Oh yeah, did our map include up the poop chute?
I don't think I want to go south of the poop chute.
You definitely don't want to go north of the poop chute.
Maybe we can meet our friend again, give him another magic trick.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, if we go...
Because he just said south, so I don't know if that means like south on this level or south on the level of where the
Yeah.
bar was.
Are you,
I have no fucking clue where we are, but I think that someone has a map.
Yeah.
I think we
It's in our
all...
handout.
Yeah.
Let's look at the
so
map.
for George's reference, if you go to the, I think it's the left side, there's a handouts which looks like little books. At least on my screen.
If you click on your little player icon in the bottom left corner, you can see view handouts, and it's a list of handouts that we have gotten so far.
Yep.
One.
Where is Manny's
So good.
lair in relation to that map?
Yeah,
we
that's
know?
what I'm trying to figure out. Are we in C, B, D, E, or A?
Yeah, we're in CBD. Just all of it.
All of it.
All day,
Um,
every day.
And Manny would pretty much just have chimed in and be like, yeah, so well, that map's a little horseshit. I mean, there's stuff that's on there that's been recorded, but you know, it's it changes. That's the thing with the labyrinth. It doesn't really have a set course.
Oh, what?
I was gonna say, I thought we already asked about the map, and the guy was kind of hinting that it was kind of, oh wait, wasn't it a map to something godly, or it was like a map to some...
It just
I
wasn't to
remember-
scale. I think it wasn't to scale.
I
Yeah.
It
could've
was like
sworn
a
that it was-
child's map or something. Like
Yeah,
the,
like a-
the map person was like really bad at mapping.
Like a
He, like-
fantasy map is
He
what
drew
my
it to the best of his ability.
He was a
Oh,
crappy
okay.
cartographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, his heart wasn't in it.
This is his like side gig.
He really wanted to be an artist, so he just started drawing lines.
All right.
Yeah, but he's like directionally challenged.
Like, are we just like, even if he was bad at it, where are we closest to?
We're at the bottom. Well,
Near A or E?
I'm actually not looking
IOU.
at the map, so
I don't
I
think we
just-
know where we are on the map, right? Because the map's not accurate, so it's not worth looking at.
Then how
So
do you
can
guys
we-
know to go south?
oh Jesus fuck.
So
Oh.
can we request that Manny like deposit us, like change? You know, like we tapped on the, we flicked the torque. So can we do that and like ask him to
I've-
change the location to like put us as close
I've-
to our destination as possible?
I flicked it again, and it took me right back to the same location. So I think maybe it only leads to him, but we can try.
I mean, we can. I was gonna ask him.
Oh,
what-
I
if
think
he can
we're at
change them.
C. I think we're at C.
And to answer the question
a boat.
Mame's posing, he kind of sounds a little flustered at this point. I've already answered this from Zolas. Yeah, you guys are in the labyrinth. It's a crazy place. You're in me currently, but you're supposed to leave me so that you can go face the challenge that is the labyrinth to increase your level. Your power.
Well,
And
okay.
that
Then.
is
We'll just
All right, guys.
leave out the
Let's
door.
go. Let's
our
go.
godly ship.
Maybe the
Do we need to,
dwarves
like-
will know where the Thieves Guild is.
Yeah. Do
Well-
we need to like leave a
Oh,
an
shit.
offering to please Manny, or like should we lick the door again? Just like
Guys.
sorry, the table.
As you
Everyone
Hall.
lick the door before you leave.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's a
Mommy's
hall.
gonna lick the table real quick before they leave. You know,
As you
just
guys-
as a my bad. Hope we don't no hard feelings.
as you guys
Lick the table.
entered the next chamber over here, there's
Now there's a crevasse.
there's two
Let's
copper
jump.
wormlings standing off to the right side that are staring off to that that newly formed crevasse after Griselda sprung across it, and they're kind of hissing not at you but at that crevasse.
Oh,
Oh
great.
shit! What's down the
These are the
crevasse?
ones that we tricked
Oh.
last time.
So
Can I
this
look-
crevasse, right?
Can I
Yep.
look into the crevasse? I want to look
Well,
into
I did
the
that just so
crevasse.
like you could.
See, this is why he was asking questions. He wanted to yeet himself into a crevasse.
So Flint
Let's
in
ponder.
Flint,
Would that be an investigation?
Zolus, and
No,
Vomira.
I'm over here.
Okay, so yes, just roll an investigation for me.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
What's with the
What?
28, 21, and an 18? What's with that?
I don't
It's
know. I
'cause he's
clicked
on
on my.
advantage. He's on advantage.
Oh, I see it. I see the advantage now. So okay, I just take.
How do I?
I'll take.
So the first one would just be like
Yeah.
the 21.
That's what I would just take anyways. So, oh, you are investigating now too, Zolus.
I guess so. Just only because my investigation is high. Sure.
Liv, here's the kitty.
Mame is a folk hero.
I am, and it says that one of my things is animal handling. One of my skill proficiencies is animal handling, and so I
she's
want
really good with that kitty cat.
Meow meow.
I want to know if I can be friends with these wormlings.
So where are you? You're over here. What are you doing to try and befriend them too? I'm going to describe.
I am
Okay.
very cautiously and slowly like approaching them, going hello, and like making very soothing, comforting noises at them.
The
Give him a
one,
little.
the one that is pointing mostly towards you turns even more so directly at you and kind of, but doesn't hiss or anything
I
like
crouch
that.
real low to the ground. Oh, okay.
What is that?
You also have to roll an animal handling to move past that point for me. As for Zolus and Vomira with your 17s, you're looking down into this dark, deep crevasse, and you're seeing darkness. You see that it is far deeper than you thought. It is at the minimum 25 feet because the soft light that is in the chamber is not penetrating down that far.
Oh, can I drop? I'm gonna drop a
Wait
copper
for
down there.
me. Wait for me. And then
No!
Flint, you're
This
looking down and you see two small red pinpricks, and you actually hear a soft.
oh shit.
The Balrog!
Eyes!
It wasn't here last time though, right?
The
No.
crevasse wasn't here last time either.
I feel like
18. So Mame, the copper wormling, is bowing its head softly to you and going, kind of looking at you intently, but not taking any other defensive postures. And it's
I'm gonna
perceivably
offer
looking.
it a tiny bit of my cooked meat.
So you're just gonna lay it down on the ground, or is it you're gonna put it in your hand, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna put it like slowly, lay it down in front of me.
Okay.
guess I'm gonna get a little bit closer first. I'm
As
gonna
soon as
slowly
you
lay
would-
it down on the ground in front of me.
As soon as you had taken it out, it takes a couple quick, cautious steps towards you, sniffing the air, just... And, when you start to lay it down, it takes 1 or 2 more steps closer. But looks at it, and then looks at you as it's laying on the ground. Like... Up, down, up, down.
Does it eat it?
It's looking like it wants to. It's kind of, its head's bobbing and kind of coming in closer, but backing up whenever it gets too close to you. It's
So I'm gonna throw another.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw another tiny piece of cooked meat, a little like I'm gonna have it in my hand and like throw it a little bit farther, closer to it.
And there. Come on, roll. There it is. So it, like, when you toss it up in the air, it lands almost halfway in the middle of you two, not quite on the floor yet, and it tries to snap it up in the midair, but misses it just slightly, and then looks down, like, oh, and licks it off the
Oh,
ground.
how cute!
But and looks kind of longingly at that other piece that's sitting in front of your feet, but doesn't get any closer, unless you want to.
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
And it swoops in and grabs it and kind of backs back up, just and looks
Okay.
and looks at you, and then kind of slowly starts backing up towards the perceivable
nest there?
nest. Yeah.
So I'm gonna let everybody else do their thing, but I'm gonna slowly over the next couple minutes, you know, inch across this wall, like around, down this way. So we're just gonna let you know what's happening in the background. So you guys continue doing what you're doing, and I'm just gonna slowly start to approach the wormling nest.
So what you doing with that information, Flint? You sharing with everybody?
Yeah, I tell everyone what I just seen. There's 2 red pinpricks down there.
Should we run?
I think as long as we don't cause a ruckus, we'll be fine.
There's only 2 things I could think of that could be, and
What
it's
else do we do?
eyes of something that's gonna eat us. So
I mean, if it's a really deep crevasse, it could be 2 fires down there. Who knows?
It could be eyes of a Belgrog,
God bless you.
or
Noontike.
Let's-
it could be these guys' mom.
I'll touch my torque and be like, "Hey, Manny, do you know what's down there?"
If I threw a torch down there, would it do anything?
I don't know. Try.
Guess we'd find out.
I'm backing up. I'm
Roll the
backing
dice,
up.
baby.
And
I worry with that kind of. It says try it.
Valmyra, you I'm assuming tap your torque and say, "Hey Manny, what the hell's down here?"
Yep.
And he just says, "Well, I don't know. Find out."
Backing up still.
I say we move on.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Yeah, let's leave that lie.
Mario goes, "You should definitely throw a torch down there." If you keep walking.
Says one of the
So,
characters to the farthest away.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna wave bye to the little wormlings and follow everybody. Next time, little wormlings will be friends.
Ooh.
Mariel is very cognizant of her surroundings right now because of the last time she walked into a spider web and died. So,
Speaking of which,
Okay.
shit.
I think
Mame
this
is gonna
is-
follow Mario real closely. Just constantly be right behind.
I think
I'm
this
not
way is
going
the way to
south.
dwarves.
I'm gonna stand far back from that because I remember it not being any direction.
Ash, before you went through that tight enclosure between the stalagmite and the two large mushrooms, just roll a, I think it's the athletics. Is that the dexterity one?
Athletics.
Nope, it's the strength. That's the acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Thank you.
Oh,
I keep getting them mixed up, like, every time. Ooh, so...
So Mame's gonna rush up here and just start fucking up this mushroom. He's gonna pull out an axe and just be like, "Fuck you." Tired of this acrobatics bullshit.
I'm assuming just before you had done that is what was happening with Ash. So
Yeah.
That's it would take like a 3 to hit. But so you got really close to this one, you were about to brush up against it, and it starts to creak towards you, Ash. Actually, and as soon as you did, you pulled back. Everybody roll initiative.
We've already fought this.
It's okay. It's time to fuck these mushrooms up.
Well, I actually didn't roll like dog shit.
Yay.
Might have spoken too soon.
On initiative.
Fucking Warren coming in with a 21.
You mean fighter?
Right,
No.
fighter.
Sorry, no, that was. I'm sorry, I double clicked.
They're both great, so.
I do see a 4 before that, and a 5 before that.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
Oh.
Don't try to fool us with
It's
your...
very trigger happy. It's like, yes, murder time, murder time.
it is tricky though from D&D Beyond, because it doesn't always tell you like when you roll. It just shows up in Astral sometimes. I'm just going to... You guys all see yourselves in the initiative. If you go to the little sword off to the left, I think... At least that's how it is on my screen. Yep. Okay.
Nope, I'm not in there.
Okay. I need to add from...
I am.
Cool.
I think I got a 12.
Zolas, you got a 10. Ariel, 16. Vermyra.
I got a
Mariel is
Baharash is in
19.
this fight too.
No, get out of here, Baharash. I just made everybody from the party roll. Or
Zolas is 12, but also same location, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, Jot.
Yep.
Mariel is a 19.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problemo. Everybody else is all right though?
Yep.
Okay. So, looks like Mario, you get to act it first.
I got a 14.
Mario got a 19.
No, I know. I'm just saying on the tracker, it shows that I got a... You have
3.
me as a 3.
Thank you.
Almost.
And
But then for one time I didn't roll a 3, okay?
I know.
I'm sorry, there are a lot, obviously.
No, I know.
So,
Sorry, I had unneeded confusion.
no, actually, Baharash isn't here, so it's still the same amount. You didn't do nothing into the actual...
I meant with my multiple rolls.
Oh, that did a little. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, what Mariel is going to do is she's gonna notice these, and kind of be like PTSD from the spiders, and it's just gonna like start screaming, has her hammer up, and it's just like, "Ah!" And is gonna run for this mushroom. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5. So perfect. Well, not perfect because
Yeah,
she's right there. So
There you go.
you know what? That's It's not a blessing to be reliving the past. So she's gonna go and smack this mushroom. And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. That is a. That is an 8 plus 1, 9 points of damage.
Oh, I gotta turn that on for you guys, but that's about half health if you want to describe it.
Oh, there's the poppers.
She's whining. If you can't hear it, I'm gonna go take her out real quick. I don't know where I
Okay.
am. If you can put that
Standing
initiative,
very
like
patiently.
the yeah, she's whining real loud. But if you could put that list up of like the order, the battle order, that'd be fantastic.
It is up. It should be on. Oh, maybe I need to start the thing. It'll pop up once I start it too. I'll start combat now. There you go.
Ah, I see it. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Okay.
All right, and that's all she can do. She's like, and hits it,
I'll be back.
and
So
stands there.
so when
because
you
she has no more movement.
when you do run up and smack it right on the top cap, I'm assuming it just it flattens that
Yeah.
top cap. There are still other caps that are kind of swaying of their own accord, but there's a powdery substance that lays flat with the cap as it lays down on the floor that you assume are the spores.
Okay.
And
Don't touch that shit.
then it would be Vamira's turn, it looks like.
Question: these are just like plants. They're not able to move, right?
You haven't seen them do such, no.
Okay.
You will learn.
Notice his smile.
You will learn. Well, you
The
just
cheeky
wearing-
grin.
you just learn in slowly but surely in the campaign of such within this particular world, it's things aren't always as they appear.
Right.
And you must investigate to know what you want. It's a little bit Alice in Wonderland-esque in that regard, in my opinion, but. So what you doing, Vamira?
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
No, I was looking at my character sheet. Apparently, I know how to cast light.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
come
magic.
over there by the corner. Uh, uh,
Was there more to that? Did I miss it?
I'm looking at something, sorry.
All right, Ash, you're on deck if you didn't notice.
Seems
I'm gonna BRB.
Okay.
No one hit me.
No promises.
it still shows it as a Volmir's turn on my screen.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at my sneak attack to see how it worked.
You could just ask me. So if you're trying to.
I was just reading the description.
Mhm.
So, like, could I sneak attack and throw a dart at that one? Or not a dart, a dagger.
You could roll a sneak. Roll a sneak.
Okay, so you do it as you roll as Jesus Christ.
You got to do the sneaky. That's how you do it.
Okay, I was because the description wasn't saying anything about rolling a sneak, so I wasn't sure if I had to roll
Everybody
a stealth or.
does the mechanic a little bit differently when it comes to stealth and sneaking.
Yeah.
And in this case, I would
Nero!
perceive it,
Stop it.
as that I see the 16 there.
Yeah.
You're coming up on this with other people and trying to hide in the crowd or along the wall, like you were saying. And you're
Then I'm gonna-
able to pretty much I'd say, go unnoticed. I mean, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna um so I rolled so I rolled a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and then I did 16 damage. And then I have 2 weapon fighting. So I'm gonna throw my other dagger. Now that one wouldn't be a sneak attack, correct?
No, you're still snuck. Oh, I guess no, because you struck it. You're no longer. It's no longer not aware of you.
Right, okay. So I'll throw my second dagger with using my 2 weapon fighting ability. The second dagger is a 22 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and then 6 damage.
That's a death kill.
Fuck yeah. Nero, what the fuck?
Do you want me to describe it?
Yes, please.
So
Sorry.
you kind of hide right at the corner there, just as everybody starts rushing up towards it, and you just sink, sink, 2 of your daggers right over top of Mime's shoulders, on
yeah.
either side, taking off 2 of the larger caps off of the side, and then as the caps sink down into the center, the daggers that are pierced through them stuck and slam into the stock, and it just wilts in place with all of the spores that were there just right down under it too.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to move up to here. Because I think that's as far as I can go.
Roll a Constitution.
Constitution check or Constitution saving? Guess it doesn't matter.
No, not really.
I got 20.
Okay, so you step into the powder that has come down from the mushroom, and it puffs up around your foot as you step up into it, and you kind of pull back so that it doesn't reach up to you. You're like, whoa, that kind of looks a little familiar.
Oh, this is the MSG stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is the plant they use to make MSG.
Mm-hmm.
So I take like a nice like deep breath of and like sigh of like satisfaction because I haven't had MSG in a while, so I'm just like
Oh, so you try to breathe it in.
well, I get like the whiff of it and I'm just like, oh, that smells good.
Oh, okay.
Well, because if you remember my background, Josh.
I do. I was just
Okay.
looking
Yeah,
at something else
that's
here.
why I'm just like, I hit the spot.
I would say this one seems a little more concentrated than others, so as you take in that deep breath, it starts to burn your interior of your nose, and it more than you're expectant with this particular.
That lovely nose burning feeling.
So you take 1 damage from that, but
Okay.
if you're done with your turn, then it's Ash's.
Yes, I am.
Ash?
I'm gonna take a step back, and I'm going to use, hold on, acid splash on the one mushroom that's still standing. And how do I share this?
If you're on D&D Beyond, you should be able to just click it.
Click it. Did it work? I'll do it like this, because it didn't show up for me.
Yeah, it didn't pop up in our chat either. Oh. Okay. Do you want to describe how you cast it? And I'm not seeing a roll for it either. If you want to roll that D20 with whatever modifier that would be. Doesn't tell me in that description.
Yeah, that's just damage, 1d6.
I'm guessing it's a d20 plus your
Okay.
dexterity modifier. Because you're lobbing something.
So I take my step back and I bring my hand up and a green bubble forms floating above it and I hurl it towards the other standing mushroom. Or the last standing mushroom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that a nat 20?
It is!
Oh,
Yes!
very nice. I would say that's 1d6, so you'd roll 2d6 in that case. Or you can
Okay.
roll 1d6 and double it, whichever you prefer. Or both. I feel like we said that at one point.
Oh.
Oh, 2. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, I clicked it twice.
Nice. It did show up that way too. So, the one that cap on top that Mario had whacked and that was kind of wilting a little bit, your acid just goes off the top of it. Some of it washes off onto the ground, hitting some of the powdery substance below it, but the rest of the cap on top is gone at that point. Oops.
We're just left with a stem
There's
and the main
there's
cap
two.
is missing.
Yeah, the main cap is missing, but there are a couple smaller caps. And if you were done with yours, then it would be Sasha's.
I'm gonna take another step back and then yeah, that's it for my turn.
Okay.
Okay, Sasha is going to... Sure, I have movement. Yeah. Sasha is going to fly up to it and use her sting attack. That's in.
That hits.
So 23. So 7 piercing.
That's a death kill.
Okay. I'll let you describe it.
Okay. So Sasha kind of flutters up just past Mariel after Ash lobbed the hurling ball of acid and flaps just over to the base of the stem and sink with its stinger on its tail just whips around, stabs it once, and it withers into more so than the other one even, and combat's over.
Oh, that was tough.
Sweet. Let's go find the Speeds Guild. Ooh, are these just pallets?
Those are crates, and they're actually crushed. I just had not put a crushed symbol on them yet.
Okay. Cool.
I feel like we'd gone through that whole thing too once before.
I kind of remember. I kind of remember that.
Yeah, that's where I got the grain alcohol.
Yeah.
Ooh, giant
And
snake.
those things.
A belt.
So you enter.
Barrels.
Yeah.
We're lacking some of the descriptions for George a little bit, I think, this time. You were in a smaller chamber that was probably about 10 feet in height. As you'd gone past that entrance, or exit rather,
this is a dead
into this
end?
chamber, you're at about a 25-foot, 30-foot chamber now with a lake that's off to the north
Where the
east.
food is.
Oh, okay.
And there is
Swear to
water
God, if we have to go-
softly dripping in the chamber, and a faint putrid smell.
If we have to go through this stupid poop shoot again.
Hey, wouldn't
Pope shout.
So Vermira went the other way.
well, wouldn't Vladimir know where these like imposters are at?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
We can
yeah.
talk to him again.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
I
do
was
you-
thinking to ask the dwarves, but Vladimir's a good person to ask.
I approach Vladimir.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, our dear friend
Of-
Vladimir.
And
It
he-
is
Of
so nice
course, I
to
don't
see you
hear
again.
any of that, so I'm over here.
He's sitting there with the last bits of the meat that you'd seen him strip off of the last remaining basilisk corpse beyond the bones that are left over here, and he's, oh, it's you guys again. How'd you all get down here?
Magic.
All right then. Are you headed back up the poop chute?
I don't think we're heading up there quite yet, but I do have a question. We have heard rumor that there is a second group down here pretending to be the Thieves Guild. Do you know anything about this?
And he kind of gets a thinking expression. He sits there and he strokes his chin and he goes, I don't know. And he kind of holds out his hand. It's hard for me to remember.
Crunch, 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 eat shit.
I lay my hand as his and I start to caress it. And I'm like, I'm sure you can probably think real hard and remember for us.
Definitely going to have to roll a persuasion. That hand, even at a sitting distance, is at like just the top of your head, so you're reaching over your head to caress this.
Yes, I am making an effort. What am I rolling again? Persuasion?
Yep.
He caresses what she thinks is his hand.
He's not a vampire, right?
No.
Vladimir is a
Oni.
Oni.
Oni. Okay.
A large 15-foot tall giant
Yep.
oddly armored individual.
What was the vampire's name?
Gordon.
George.
Oh yeah, Gordon.
Gordon.
Okay.
I do forget the little girl's name.
Susan.
I'm sorry, what was that?
With a +8, where did you get those freaking modifiers? So you're
I only have 2 high stats, and that's where they are.
I see. 21. So he's kind of blushes and he goes, "Oh, I don't think you can handle that sort of bribe there, miss. You might be overstepping, but I do appreciate that. Somebody
won't
takes
help
the
then.
time to appreciate me, I guess. What what are you asking exactly? I mean, about this Thieves Guild. They're already inside of the Thieves Guild. He's kind of stumbling over his words, still with a really red face, and he's starts almost jumbling and rattling off, saying, "Well, they're part of them, but they like to pretend that they're not. To the rest of the faces of Thief Guild, they are, but they aren't. If that makes any sense to you."
Yeah, we were told that their headquarters is south of the, but I don't know where south.
Oh, that must be...
Explaining, and other people are talking to him. I'm still just gonna continue caressing his hand.
That's your eyelashes.
I flutter my eyelashes. I flip my hair.
Back and forth.
And he looks at you intently, but he still answers Griselda and says, "Oh yeah, well, that's probably Gerald. He's really bad at descriptions. He meant south of the bar where they're at, actually. So just in the same level up the
Son of a bitch.
in the Thieves Guild."
Hey, check.
Hmm?
Is he telling the truth?
Insight check? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
I want to see those numbers.
Girl.
Let me see those dice.
Natural 20.
No fucking way. Yeah, you can tell that he doesn't, without a doubt, he doesn't seem to be leading you on at all. He's just, he's quite entranced with Ash in front of you right now.
Is
What a
he,
guy.
is he clueless, or does he look clueless?
clueless that Ash is manipulating him, you mean?
No,
or-
like about what we're asking. Does he look clueless?
No, he seems to be telling you, you know,
Okay.
complete honest truth. He just seems a little
He's
distracted.
flustered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So it doesn't
Yeah.
appear otherwise, even with your higher levels of scrutiny towards him.
What a
Okay.
guy.
I think he's telling the truth. And I cast Mage Hand and I pinch his butt.
For reals, though.
Yeah, for real. I do it. It's a cantrip. Why not?
Okay.
Wait, what did you cast? I missed it. Sorry.
Mage Hand, and I pinched his butt like where at?
And he goes, "Woo!" And he looks around. Must have been dreaming. Did I doze off there a
I cock
second?
my head a little bit and flutter my eyelashes even more.
Just wink at him. Somebody wink at him. Mime's gonna wink at him. Mame is gonna wink at him.
Where are you, Mame?
Mommy's
Good
nowhere
question.
near.
I'm AFK, so I'm there in spirit, but
Okay.
soon I will be there in character.
Okay.
I'm
I just know how situations go with Mame or Mime. I'll be watching everybody else, and you'll be.
I'm gonna step. I want to step next to Zolas. I'm gonna whisper into her ear. You just say the word, and I'll cast the magic trick.
Oof.
You
Going,
can't just.
just going
you
straight
can't-
from the bottle, I see, Josh.
Yeah, my glass is too far. I
Too far away.
Gotta be
I
efficient.
thought about
Yeah.
grabbing it earlier, but it's too
Yeah,
far.
because usually you have your little whiskey glass.
Yeah.
Just
You can't just say that and not do it. So I'm just gonna wink at him.
So I take that as a yes.
Yes.
Winks
Alright.
always mean yes.
I was.
Oh, but fuck! No, I gotta see it.
You can see him.
He did not hear.
No,
you.
I-
He did not hear
Yeah.
you whispering. By the way, he's very
Where's
entranced.
it? Define it in this situation.
His sword.
Exactly what you think.
Yeah. Was you here for the
Obvious.
last game?
No, Mame missed
Yeah.
the magic trick.
No, I listened.
Oh,
I
okay.
missed it. I did go back and listen because I was very intrigued.
Yeah.
We met this man's brother.
and
gave
perform
him
a
gift.
little magic trick.
Bow chicka bow wow.
So what if, since they're brothers and we know this, I can envision his brother's wiener looking at him.
Yes, take
What
that
if-
one
Alright,
now.
that's
What
very
if-
doable.
What if that just makes his brothers?
That's a
Oh my
risk I'm willing to take.
Either way, yes.
It's like
If it is his brothers, we'll just hear a roar coming through the tunnels.
Hey, maybe they'll like tell us about another way to get up there, so
Yeah.
we stop fucking with them.
what if it's like
More than one way to get it up.
There's a book that I'm reading called The Name of the Wind, and
Oh, it's so
they
good.
have- yeah, it is really good. So
Right.
in their concept of like magic, it's how like close things are to each other. So the link would just be like a 30% link, like of efficiency. Because if you can imagine, like his brothers, then yeah,
Yeah, so it would work
that's all
then.
I had. Yeah, it would work.
Whatever you
Just-
think, DM.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you getting tired of this
DM has
situation
read this one.
arising?
I was waiting.
It will,
I was waiting for some
it will
commitment
keep happening.
to see what would actually happen. I've been weighing some options, but we'll see what happens when you try to cast it.
Yeah,
you're- if
I
you're-
cast bloated agony.
Bloated agony.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called.
um,
Can I just click that? Does it
there-
post it in there?
Yeah, blood
Fuck
curse,
yeah.
bloated agony.
I hate that name. It's the worst name.
I cast menstrual cycle on him.
So, as you're doing such, have you told me too how you cast it? I'm trying to recall that exactly. I know that's been discussed. I feel like.
No, we haven't talked about that because it doesn't. It doesn't say how it's casted.
He just makes eye contact with the member and wiggles his nose, and then it happens.
Yeah, I dream a dreamy.
Let me see here. See if I can find it somewhere else too. Of a
It
description.
becomes Mother Nature. There's this one comedian, I cannot think of her name right now, but she does a skit where it's like her friend, and then she's like the period, and she's dressed as a vagina, and like her boyfriend like comes in, and he's like, "Oh, I got you a gift," and then the vagina's like, "Oh hell no, not again! You think you could just come here, walk in with your like?" It's really funny. I'll have to find it again. He'll live today.
Yeah.
If you want to go along with this joke, I also have a feature called Crimson Right.
What does that do?
Oh my god.
I can put an element onto one of my weapons, and the element I chose was the Right of the Storm because it just goes along with being a pirate. So I can put thunder damage on my sword.
So I could also cast minor illusions, so we could team up to make him think that something's happening.
I mean, you guys would have to communicate that to some degree, and he would have a ability to hear what's going on, if disadvantaged. But I was just looking at it, and it looks like it's even a bonus action. So I'm guessing you don't even have to say anything. You just have to, and it says you just have to look at him. So basically,
Yeah.
just a menacing glance or something of like concentrated glance at least. You would have to have some sort of concentration on the fact of what you want to do, obviously.
Oh yeah. So
Like-
so I would so as this is what I'm describing that I am doing as Flint. I am looking at him, imagining his brother's dong where his would be, but still being able to see him as himself, but just imagining his brother's. And at that point, that's when I start.
As you do.
Nose
you do.
wiggling.
And he starts nose wiggling.
This sounds like a saucy fan fiction.
D&D After Dark.
After hours.
I still see him as himself, but I imagine his brother's dog.
Exactly.
Oh shit. Anywho, so what you experience from your side of things, Flint, since you are the one concentrating on the vicinity too, is a slight but much smaller appendage rise in that area.
Oh, poor guy.
Aww.
Just imagine his brothers.
And he thinks nothing of it at this particular time and place because he's concentrated on Ash currently. And
Can I
doesn't
notice
think, and
something?
roll a perception.
I
Okay.
minor illusion to make it the size of his brothers.
Yes.
It
Also-
looks like he's expecting it. Talking to Ash. He's like trying not to pay attention to it.
And you, Ash, notice something arising below, but it could have just been the shifting of his leg. There's nothing evident through the armor.
Oh, okay. Armor, I see.
Mhm.
The armor plate just shifts.
Doing.
You hear a metal like doing.
You hear a soft
Ding.
dong noise.
So were you actually trying to cast that minor illusion there, Zolas?
Yeah, because I feel bad. We've also spent 15 minutes envisioning this guy's day.
I'm sorry, who's been envisioning the dick?
I feel like he deserves it. He deserves. Okay, he gets.
Johnny, you've implanted the image in everyone's mind.
You are welcome. This is what I bring to the table.
Yes, dick jokes. Dick jokes are
Yep.
And
It comes with my profession.
from everyone else's perspective, as well as his own, his armor starts to rise up almost uncomfortably over his waist and then up to his chest. And he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Excuse me, I have to be somewhere else." And he like bolts off.
No need to be ashamed, honey.
Just hides.
It's just Mother Nature.
Did we get the desired effect, or did I ruin it?
Take what your mama gave you.
Do we know where we're going now?
No, we haven't gotten an answer. We haven't gotten any answers.
Okay.
We did. We have to go back down the poop chute.
Sidetracked.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-mm. No, we don't.
Yeah, there's got to be another way up.
Uh-huh.
I feel like
Should I
someone needs-
follow him? Should I
Well, we
follow him
just-
into the corner?
We just scared him off, so.
Okay, for future reference, I won't do that again then.
I feel like someone needs to take this ability off me.
Should I follow him into the corner?
I
Yes.
mean, you
Yeah,
could.
he just needs to rub one off, that's all.
Right? Cast that ghost hand.
It does sound like you were offering
Mage.
earlier.
I need information.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being down here.
Mage hand can only handle 10 pounds, so it's not good enough.
10.
It's a pickup line if in a D&D world, if that was ever.
You don't
I'm
have to
sorry.
pick it up.
Ooh, sorry.
Sorry, I wish I could help you, but my mage hand only picks up 10 pounds, and you, sir, look a lot more than that. I think. Alright, well, speaking of that area, you want to go a poop shoot now?
I'm gonna walk up behind Vladimir, and I'm gonna put my hand on him and be
Not
like,
his
"Do you
poop
need
shoot.
help
The
with
poop
anything?"
shoot right there.
I'm gonna ask him in a seductive manner if he needs help with anything.
He notices you kind of walking up and jostles slightly as you try to place your hand on him, and he goes, I don't think you can handle this particular situation now. It's gotten out of control."
Josh, I imagine his like armor is like all kind of connecting, so he's like, "Sorry, I wish you could help." His armor is like up his sleeve.
Horrible.
Should I help him? Should I help him?
I'm standing back at least 100
Yeah.
feet.
How can you provide? How tall are you?
I'm 4 feet tall. You don't know what I'm capable of.
You're the size of his big toe.
Just give him a good old hug.
You just give me a hug.
Yes.
Come on up here, Tinkerbell.
Guys, I found another giant snake.
Wink if you need a mage hand.
I think that's unseen servant.
I don't think she can wink. She's got to keep her eyes closed for fear of drowning or something too.
Oh. Everyone prep for the Gallagher show.
If we both, if me and Zolas both cast Mage Hand.
Alright, this turns into like a.
The most complicated hand job ever.
Hey, you know what this makes me think of? It makes me think of oh shit.
If you say the movie you watched last night, I think we need to end it.
No. Silicon Valley.
Yeah,
Whenever they're
yeah, the
talking
dick
about like
masturbating an entire
jerking
stadium.
off
Yeah,
everyone. Yeah.
The
He's
circle
like, if you-
jerk.
yeah.
Yeah, the circle. He's like, if you do it one way and then another way, and then like talking about efficiency, like this is what we do.
Yep.
That's my
Oh.
favorite video to show to people that have like no concept of what scientists or like intellectuals do while they're in
Mhm.
school. Like this is like
This-
being in a PhD program for physics. Like this is my life. Like this. Like this is what we do in our spare time. I love that. I love that
It-
scene.
Doesn't change for different
Imagine-
professionals.
If you had
No.
Maid's Hand, though, in real life.
Right?
A game
Extra help.
changer.
I
Yeah.
mean, it would basically just be like The Stranger, if you don't know about that already.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Instead of sitting on your hand.
Yeah. Until it falls asleep.
Sorry. I love how this has gone down.
So, Ash, what are you trying to...
Welcome to the sex podcast where we tell you
How to please your 15-foot-tall Oni.
I am less than 1/3 his size.
Really?
God, this
Yeah,
is
'cause-
taking me back to like sex talk with Sue days.
Because my character is 4 feet, like 4 feet 2 inches.
That's probably about the size of his member. I mean...
Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect.
All right, I have a flask of oil. Let's get to work.
All right, we do... He kind of... Is that what you said to him? I'm guessing too.
No, I don't say that, but
Okay.
I'm just like, oh, I don't think you should judge my abilities just yet.
And he goes...
I'm gonna turn around.
I'm so glad
I don't need to see this.
recording forever.
I think everybody's pretty much out of viewing range currently too, because he'd run back into this corner behind a box and a stalagmite and some other.
I'm gonna
crates.
stand across the room, just enough to see like the top of his head. I imagine.
Yeah.
With
Which
my
one?
hands on my hips, just admiring my work.
Which head?
Roll a
Yes.
performance for me, Ash.
holy shit. We're actually going down this path.
Oh no!
Oh!
Wait, I'm gonna cast minor illusion and thaumaturgy as cantrips to make fireworks going off in the background. Does it
I
help?
approve.
Does it have advantage because I help?
Sure.
Because
sure.
we made it
Yes,
flashy.
Yes. Roll again.
Yes.
Roll again.
Okay.
That was your assistance.
What is every campaign?
God damn it, Ash!
I don't know. I'm sorry. This
I'm
is your first
sorry.
first introduction.
Oh, no,
I imagine 10 would be like your average, like, oh, okay, this is nice, after prom kind of thing. With a
You're in a
13,
positive after prom experience.
yeah.
My after prom was also a 13, so.
Can I assume that this Oni is experienced? He's not a virgin or anything.
I mean, you can make whatever assumptions you want. That's your
You're stuck underground next to a poop chute. What do you think?
I think he's a virgin.
And
Desperate times, everyone uses the poop chute.
I don't know if you want to describe what you're going to do, but I can if you don't.
Wait, guys, you don't need a description. I'm gonna post something. It's just way too fucking perfect. This is what this whole scene reminds me of.
Wait.
I don't know if I can hold up the link.
I can actually do this. Watch.
Yeah.
Pony cartoons, yeah! Today, children, we'll be learning the summoning
Oh,
spell,
yeah.
Accio, one of the
I remember this.
Wait, you have to share your screen.
Also, I can do this.
Oh.
Pony cartoons, yeah! Today, children, we'll be learning the summoning spell, Accio, one of the oldest spells in history. Simply say Accio, followed by whatever it is your heart desires. Oh, and don't forget to swish and flick the shit out of your wand like this.
Oh, Accio, Bob. Right, stop.
Whoa.
Accio, Bob.
Stop it.
Go on, Horror. You're the chosen one.
But Ron, what if I can't get it up? I'm so nervous.
Oh, God, you love your soul.
Goodness, Ron, what are you...
Oh.
You're doing Accio now, Nevin, but still very good. 10 points to Gryffindor.
God.
Don't stop.
What the
Yeah.
That's what that makes me think of.
What? The internet, man, is
Don't
just
forget to buy a t-shirt at sharkrobot.com.
oof. the internet.
So, Ash, what you doing here?
you may take the reins here.
All right. So, I presume, considering your previous statement and his slight hesitance as you pulled away, enrolling the performance like, "Don't worry," and your hand slides over his waist as far as you can reach and up under the armor above your head, and you kind of shimmy up under the armor, and everybody else just hears a of a bunch of armor rattling as you're hiding behind it, Ash, and just giving it all you got. And
Thaumaturgy fireworks.
and
I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud to give them some like mood and privacy.
Yes, that's what I'm doing with thaumaturgy fireworks.
Why don't we have a bard?
I don't want to hear it, so.
I support all of these measures. They're all thumbs up.
and then
Appropriate.
you crawl out from under the armor and
Just slopping
Oh my
wet.
god.
yeah.
He crawls into the armor. Does,
Oh my god.
And no one else knows that, but you crawl out of the armor, and he's like, "Oh, well, thank you. That was, it feels much better." Now, what were we talking about?
No, we were talking
Tacos?
about getting it back to
Poop
the
shoots.
Thieves Guild. Could
Ah,
you show us the way?
up the poop chute? I've told you this before.
Is there no other way?
There is, but
put your hand down back his pants. He means poop
He's-
shoot. He
he's-
means other round. He likes the
Look at my pinky.
I can get up there. I've got slight hands.
Like, you want the other side? I can do the other side. Start scrounging up his armor.
Come on, 13 is good enough. It's good enough.
and he goes, "Well, yeah, I did show you the kind of roundabout way. That's why I wasn't so hesitant with it before. But if you show up this way, be prepared to be potentially mugged or worse. This is a direct route." And he pulls out a coin from one of his other pockets, shakes it off, and then hands it to you.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
And it's a picture of a coin purse on the coin itself, on both sides. And he says, if you spin it on the floor, in the general radius around you will appear and transport those within it or holding onto you into a spot, and it will leave the coin behind.
Describe that to me one more time, please.
Yeah.
So you
Coin.
spin the coin on the floor, and as long as it's spinning, it will give you time to prepare. But as soon as it settles down with its last to the ground, you will teleport into into the Thieves Guild. He did not describe where.
She's taking.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're all right.
The coin with a coin purse on it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if, like, the $1 bill was just a picture of a gold coin?
That'd be pretty funny. Or the gold bars that they are supposed to be based off of. That they aren't anymore.
What was the radius of that coin?
A 10-foot radius, or anyone inside of that 10-foot radius has to be touching somebody outside of it.
Okay, so who was given the coin?
I was.
Ash.
The one with the skilled hands.
The one with skill, period.
13 skill.
the
Hey.
one that now walks with squishy feet.
Oh,
Ugh.
Jesus.
The one that rolled a 7.
It was good enough.
Same though.
I take the coin and I thank him greatly. And I shimmy up him to put a kiss on his cheek.
Oh, thank you. If you ever need anything again, just let me know. He says.
Oh, I
admirably.
I
all-
shimmy down and make my way towards my companions, slicking back my very wet hair.
Oh, God.
no.
As she's walking over, I just give her a nice slow clap.
I'm
I
cringing.
take a bow.
And now I vote that we all that she should change her name from Ash to Shaftmaster.
No, Shaftmaster is just her added Ash, comma Shaftmaster.
Oh,
Yes.
I've been trying to find that fog. I knew it was there. Turn it back off, though.
I am also going to walk over here to this water and just start splashing it over myself, as far from the poop chute as I can get.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh no, it's the poop chute water.
I was like, that's not gonna be any better.
Well, we've already run up it once. If it's dumping into water, it's got to be diluted at least.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be any worse than climbing up it when you guys did before, so... And you guys have not showered, as to what I remember. You have not found a shower or anything like that, so it is still clinging to the most of you. That would be...
Yeah, I'm doing my best to rinse myself off. Do I have soap?
I don't know, do you have soap?
I thought, didn't Mame freshen up in the bathroom or something?
Mommy tried
At
to,
the bar?
but there was only a toilet in there.
No.
Poop shoot, poop water.
Oh well.
Blue water.
At least it's diluted poop water in
Yes.
the lake, right?
Seems like you've been going through a lot of shitty situations.
You have no idea.
So, did you get us what we needed?
I after rinsing myself off, I come back to them, and I tell them of the coin and its ability. We can use this coin to teleport us to the Thieves Guild, but it will teleport us to an unknown location within the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
And
Works
it's
for
a-
me.
And it's a
We all
one-time
just have to
use.
touch each other?
Yeah, is it a one-time use? It disappears after I use it once?
He'd said it lays behind as you enter the new location. What was your question, George?
I was asking if it was a one-time use.
Okay.
And by that description, I'm guessing it's a yes.
Yes, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to touch each other.
So we use it, but it stays behind.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't disappear, right?
Mm-hmm.
I speak this thought out to the group. So if it stays behind, shouldn't we go back to the table room and use it there?
Ooh, not a bad idea.
Oh,
So then
we
if-
have a
so-
smart person here.
So then if we ever need to get back to it, ting ting, flick our necklaces, go back to the room, do what we need down here, spend the coin, no more poop shoot ever.
What about necklaces?
I support this idea.
Oh yeah, does anyone have an extra necklace to give to him?
So, actually, I would have said to... I don't know if you guys are going back down there, but,
I like this plan of going back down there.
Yeah.
Manny chimes in as you would approach again, I'm assuming, and I'm not looking at the map, I'm editing somewhere else. And he goes, "Oh, Warren, right? I forgot to give you this," and he spits up from the door before you guys enter. It's a ice-crusted door that is probably about 1.5 or 2 thick, and there's a mouth formed on it that he spits out this Ison necklace that's a torque is what it's called actually, and it kind of I don't know if I put it in this handouts or not. I don't think I did. I put it in the other campaign. and it has a little charm on it of a snowflake, and matching everybody else's. And when you'd walked back past, he goes, "Oh yeah, and Vamira," and he just kind of spits a hunk of ice at you, and it hits your torque, turning it to also ice from the rock that it was stone before. That was from before when I thought your party was dead.
What about
Was he-
Carter being dead?
No, that was Velmyra.
Oh.
Was he always portrayed with ice?
Mm-hmm. For the most
Yeah,
part, other
because
than the
isn't
stones.
the torque and snowflake?
Mm-hmm. Well, the torque
Okay, 'cause I
itself,
was gonna say-
the torque itself is like an icy looking scale of like a dragon almost, and then the tips or the bulbous portions at the end are rounded, and then there's a charm on it that does have like a snowflake on it that's hanging off of it. That's what you guys
And-
flick to come back to the chamber.
Can Mariel, can I roll a? I'm not even sure what I'd roll. On to see if I know what type of gods deal with ice. Like Loki's.
That would be
Religion?
history.
Say 15.
So you've heard tell of such in the past of a god that deals with them, but they're from a different side of the continent, you thought, but from the north, the far north, kind of actually from your similar culture, but a different aspect of it, an older aspect of it.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm guessing we go roll that coin in that room.
Yep.
Should we bring the mage or the mountain sage?
Baharash.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Just spin the coin and someone grab his foot.
We leave him here because I feel like if we take him with, he's still unconscious, so won't he get like looted and robbed?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
But
We
evil
could leave him a note about the coin.
But he just healed us without even being conscious. So, what if we need healed again?
We just come back here.
Yeah, we just flip.
yeah, we'll be
Well, yeah,
okay.
because anytime you tap the torque, you'll come back here, right? That's the whole point of leaving the coin here.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and we'll be fine without him as far as heals go. I feel like.
Okay.
Because as entertaining as everything was earlier, I too have some healing spells. It was just it was just too humorous and too entertaining to stop.
And I mean, also, plus, this is the evil campaign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if you leave your corpse around in the evil campaign, be prepared for shit to happen, like getting high on drugs and possibly addicted, and
Wait, who's addicted? Do we know?
no one is currently, as to what you know, but you had the chance when you guys were all going.
Yeah,
Ham.
we fought it off.
Yeah.
I definitely did the drugs. I just wasn't sure.
There was no doubt in my mind. I did those drugs.
Drugs and sex to every campaign.
We can't escape.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
So, are you guys spinning this coin, or what you doing?
Is everybody in here in the place?
In the place doing the thing with the people.
So, you said we need to touch?
Yeah, should we do it at the table? Because we can't exactly spin it on gravel.
Should we replace lick me with flick me? Oh yeah, 'cause then we can do like a little seance thing. We all hold hands. Ash flicks the coin, and then wee.
Oh my.
Well,
Mommy, are you alright?
just so excited.
Oh dear. I wasn't even at this map either. I was getting ready for the other part. Okay, it looks like everybody is here though. We got
Great. Sounds amazing. He's getting ready for something.
I feel like Ash and Mame should switch places.
Every step I take is just squish, 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 squish.
Yeah, I'm gonna come on down here and stand over here. I don't have any desire to be the one holding on to Ash. No offense.
I mean, she's
Don't
probably
worry,
the
it's all
cleanest
off.
one.
You guys let go, and it just strings apart.
You let go, but it stays there. Your hand still.
Yeah, I think that was the appropriate sound there.
Suction cup to her shoulder.
Alright, are we all holding hands?
Oh, I'm just like pointing my finger out and like just like.
Presumably,
Woo!
presumably the
Touching.
coin had been sprung and was rolling down while you guys were figuring out whose hand to grab, and people start just
Point.
Blinking out.
Bloop, squash.
Oh. Oh.
Alrighty.
I know what I want to do first.
Oh boy. We came in with our.
Oh, weirdo zoomed out. Weirdo zoomed out.
Yeah, it happened.
Wow, yeah.
is
Ooh, a chest.
Flint. Baharash is staying
Miss
there.
me. I'm disguised. I was holding Warren's hand.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm guessing those things are just lights.
And then Vomara.
There's all kinds of shit I can hit with my axe. Okay, guys, what do we want to do here?
If I've learned anything from playing video games for however many years, it's everyone smack the barrels.
Smack.
Check every corner.
Speaking of the barrels, are
So
the
I see
barrels
this.
full of something?
Yes, as to what you can tell, they're full of liquid, and you see what you're pointing at is the chest, Mame, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's
Yes,
usually
but-
what you want to open.
Okay.
Mariel stood in front of it first. She went right over and opened.
It's
In my chest.
it is locked.
Is this another coin with a coin purse on it right here?
That is a singular coin, and as you guys had landed into the room, you'd seen it also going like it had just been spinning.
Firebolt at the chest.
Wait,
What kind of
fire
anything
bolting?
flowing space?
Bolt, not ball. Bolt.
Oh, there's a door.
Also locked.
Someone should. Ash, are you picking up the coin?
Yes, I will pick up the coin.
As you grasp for it, it seems to be almost one with the wood of the barrel. Or wait, no. What is under there? I was trying to read under your name. Oh no, it's like a stone. It's like a stone little pedestal. My bad.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, If that shit's a barrel, you can just break that up and
There's
if it has a little wood on it, no problem.
I was gonna say I didn't think I put it on wood, but I was trying to read through your name, so I couldn't for a second.
Could I try to pry it up with a knife? With one of my daggers?
I
have axes.
I would say that you, from when you had done it, you would guess that it was almost magically done because it doesn't seem that it's melded with it. You know, the gold and the stone are still two separate entities. When you're looking closely at it, there is still a seam and that you could potentially put the knife into, but you're worried that it might even break your knife because it doesn't seem.
It's like
Yeah, I don't want to do it till I break my knife. I'm just kind of prodding it gently.
It's like Thor's hammer. Only the worthy can pick it up.
Well, if anyone here is worthy, it's me.
Well, I want to inspect these chains. Like, how long are they? How heavy are they? Can I take them?
Yes, and they are probably about 2 sets of 5 feet chain, and there are manacles at the end of them, and they do have unattached eyelets on the other side, and they're probably about 35 pounds. They're iron, as to what you can tell.
Okay.
Jen?
I don't know how you want to go about this, but where to go? So I'm on my D&D page, and I went to manage inventory. I typed in, and there was a chain, but it was a 10-foot chain. I clicked add. It said it added, and now I don't know where it went. Oh no, I see it. Never mind.
That's good because it's two 5 feet chain, so that's about right.
Okay. But yeah, because on D&D Beyond, it only gives me a 10-foot chain.
Yes, George.
Like right in front of my character, like there seems to be a wall, and there seems to be a space behind the wall.
Do not go in there.
That is a glitch.
It's a glitch in the Matrix. It's a trap.
Yep.
Understood.
And
There are scary things back there.
And when you were asking about how I want to run these sorts of things, Flint, I don't want to keep track of everybody's inventory, so to each their own.
Right. I mean, that's why I was asking, because like on Beyond, it only gives me an option for a 10-foot chain. So when we just have one 10-foot chain
that
instead.
Works perfectly for me.
Okay.
That's perfectly okay. You just might have to remember, you know, probably for your own uses, because it's probably more useful to have 2 sets of 5 feet chain, but that's just my opinion probably too.
You can add. I totally have added stuff. Inventory.
Then you can just type stuff in, I thought, too.
Oh, custom items.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been adding the weird stuff I've been picking up.
Yeah.
You've been doing what?
Adding the weird stuff. Oh yeah, because if you go to your D&D Beyond and you can hit manage equipment or manage inventory, and then if you go to custom items, you can add a custom item, and that's what I've been doing.
Okay, so I tried to do that for like the 2. How do you like define an item?
If you click on it, it'll give you its little window, and it probably says like custom item number 1, and you hit edit, and then you can change all of that because it'll give you another pop-up window to change that.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's probably a great explanation for everybody, and I appreciate it too because I don't work from that side of things, so I don't have that knowledge.
Just figuring it out as I go.
Yeah, that's what we're all doing. Okay. So were you actually firebolting this chest over here, Zolas?
So take Mariel's first. If she can open the chest, then I'm not going to. If she can't, then I am.
It is locked, Mariel, when you'd first try to open it. I think I was describing that.
Does someone have you said you had thieves' tools? We need the chest unlocked.
I walk over and I inspect the chest.
But they still claim.
How are you inspecting?
I want to check to see if it is trapped or for booby traps. I want to see if there are booby traps.
Okay, roll an inspection then, like you're saying. I just wanted to get intent in there.
An investigation? Will that work?
Yeah. I don't know what the hell I said, but. Oh, cool. 18. So you take your hand, you kind of run it over top of the surface, run it off the side, behind, around to the back, and kind of put your ear to it. Pull back, and no, there doesn't seem to be any traps. It's just a wood chest with iron bands. Knock on the side of it. Sounds like it's got stuff in it.
I got a crowbar.
I've got axes.
I got fire.
Do you guys want to try those first, or should I pick the lock? Is there a lock for picking
There is a lock for picking.
on the chest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to pick the lock with my kit. What is that under? What would I roll for that?
It would actually be a dex, like a sleight of hand, and if you want to start your own skill for such things, this is something that it's a good time for you to learn too, Warren, and I might refer to you as your characters just because I'm staring at that sort of screen too, but that it would be just your dexterity modifier for this time, but next time after you've done this, you will have a half modifier to it, so it would be whatever your modifier is, 0.5 more the next time you try, because you get experience every time you try to do something like that when it comes to a specialized skill like Vomaira with the leather working. So next time she tries to do anything like that, then they have that skill to build off of. And go ahead.
Real quick too, with D&D Beyond, the skills work just like the equipment does, so you can add custom skills.
Okay.
But for now, you can just roll your dexterity sleight of hand check. Should be the same as your dexterity modifier.
The only thing I've had troubles with when it comes to custom stuff is weapons. Just because I've had troubles putting on the type of damage it does. Like, you have to actually pick something of the damage it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's slashing or blunt or.
Well, yeah, but not even that. Like the 1d8, 1d6,
Yeah.
You can't pick that.
Oh, so I can create items like the one that I sent to you too, on the other campaign for Shia, Sarah. Because I think that worked, didn't it? The crystal sword.
You send me something?
I might have a while and a half ago. It's in my so you can homebrew items, and that's what I did. I went to.
I'm only a part of the Mannipollus.
Oh, that might be why then too, because you didn't go to that. Switching Shia over to D&D Beyond, but I think I did share it with you at least from a, hey, I did this thing at one point. My homebrew creations. There it is.
That's also what I did with my staff in the other campaign. Was I just made a homebrew staff.
Yeah, because you can go over to collections up at the top, from the home screen or whatever, and then you can see where you're hovering over collections. Off to the side it says homebrew, and then you can create a spell, a monster, a magic item, background, feat, race, subclass, blah 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 blah. Homes.
Garlic bread cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Garlic bread cleric. Is that what I heard?
Yep.
Mm.
Something on XP to level 3.
Super effective versus vampires.
Oh, there we go. That makes sense. So Ash, with your Dexterity 10 plus 2. You hear a click, click, click. There's like one tumbler that doesn't quite turn.
So I fail.
But you were able to
Okay.
do the first 3, it sounded like.
So, should I try again or let brute force handle it from here? I'm asking it the group at large.
I'd give it another go.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think you've
Also
got most of
have-
it.
I also have thieves tool I can give it a go.
Okay, so let you have a turn.
I mean, if you want, I'm offering.
Go ahead.
I forget how to roll for that.
We were just discussing that it's a dexterity modifier, so sleight of hand, and then if you were to do it again, you would get a +5. So if this time it's just that, but then if you do it, then you get a chance to increase it, basically, like the leatherworking you'd done before.
Yeah. I got a 22.
Oof. So you walk up, you saunter up just in between everybody, kind of shimmy through them, and look around you, and then lean down into the lock picking portion, and just chest is open. Is that what you're trying to do? That was pretty easy. Is that all?
Shove off.
Pardon me.
He just pulls a Fonzie and just like jukebox it open.
Yep, pretty much.
Just like tap on top and it
Hey.
Inside, you see a veritable plethora of stuff, and including, but not limited to, seems like a pile of silver and gold and copper at the bottom that seems to be layering on top of with a couple ring, a cloak that seems to be kind of stuffed into each corner, and then a ring right in the center with some pieces of gemstone strewn about in it.
Well,
don't all kill each other at once.
Kidding.
I'll take the ring.
Investigate the ring and to see if they have any like abilities or attributes.
What are you trying to do? How you investigating?
I'm going to look at them, touch them, like look at the material, see if there's any engravings, things of that nature.
You were looking at it. There is a blue gem embedded in the center, and it is a gold band with what seems to be some wavy markings along the interior of the ring. Beyond that, you don't really know anything.
Do our torques have gems on them, or they just, well, at least mine's stone.
Nope, it's ice now.
Oh, it's ice now? Oh, okay.
When you'd walked back into the chamber with everyone else to teleport back up to here, Manny had spit on it for all intents and purposes, and it changed to ice now.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yes.
What about the cloaks?
You look at each of them, they seem to be of a similar make, and probably actually of elven kind. You're looking at the fine weaving, kind of have a slight shimmer to them, and a silver clasp to each of them. And
Ariel picks up a cloak.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
As soon as you do that, Grizz, the ring in Zolus's hand now alights with a oh, now I have to go back to the colors. Give me a second. while you're investigating it, Zolas, you look at it and you're going, no, there's definitely something up with this thing. It definitely does something. I mean, these engravings here, this blue ring that seems to be tied into the silver, it doesn't even seem to be holding the thing. Like, there's gotta be something.
What about the cloak? The cloak?
So the ring is glowing to your vision, Griselda, as a soft, silvery, silver teal color enchantment.
Okay. Is it just the ring that's glowing, or are the cloaks glowing as well?
Just the ring in Zolas's hand. The cloaks don't seem to have any glow to them.
Okay.
Do the cloaks add any to your AC?
Yes, as much as a cloak would. But they would also, I would say, add a like a sneaking bonus, stealth.
And a +1 to cool.
Said the cloaks were elvish.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any like writing or like labeling or anything on it?
There seems to be some ivy work, that like embroidery, basically a golden embroidery on the greenish coloring. Otherwise, it does not hark to any particular maker, but it is perceivably elvish only because of the fine craftsmanship in which they had done it.
Josh,
Mhm.
just for your I picked up an elvish invocation where I can read all writing, so I can read anything.
Smart.
Yeah. Just for future reference. I don't know if there's any writing on the cloak or the ring, but
Well, I was wondering because I could read elvish.
There is not any writing on either of them, just symbols.
okay.
In the ones that I've told you of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the one ring in the chest, correct?
There is only one ring.
Is there any scrolls or like pieces of parchment?
There is not.
Hey, Vomira, do you mind if I take a look at that ring you've got there?
I think Zolas has it.
Oh.
I'm holding a cloak though.
Oh, okay. I thought you had picked up the...
I looked at the
Zolas.
ring and then Zolas took it.
Okay.
That's...
Zolas...
Go ahead.
Oh, you were doing the Arcana. Never mind.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Wow, that's a lot of copper.
I hand the ring to Griselda.
Okay. I would like to
Rage.
look at the ring and see if I notice, like, if I can recognize any of the engravings on it, or like, now that I'm holding it, if I can tell what exactly this ring is.
When you're looking at it a little closer, you notice the waving marks on the inside and see that they actually have a bit of motion to them when you're moving them. And you kind of remember something of a similar enchantment that one of your past lives had experienced, of somebody putting it on and convincing them that they are a god reborn by walking on water.
So would I know that this is a ring of water walking?
Yep.
Then? Okay. Yeah, this shit's useless to me. Who wants it?
I'll take it.
You can walk on water. Here you go. Perfect
It'll
for a
be-
pirate. And I
Right?
like flip it to him, but like coin toss flip it.
I've been counting the gold and silver and just found out we could split it up equally 9 ways.
Glorious.
There's too much copper for me to count.
What about the cloak?
Yeah, how many cloaks are there? Was there just the one?
There's 4. I took one and Mariel took one.
I'll take one.
How long are the cloaks?
There are
Oh, ring of water walk.
there
It's
are
actually-
2 cloaks. So I don't know how you wanted to figure that out, but the cloaks themselves are probably about 4 feet.
Does Griselda not have
Nice.
eyes?
Hmm?
Griselda doesn't have a cloak to identify.
They weren't glowing or anything.
Okay.
I think they're just just like basic.
Mhm.
Actually, can I look at these? I'm gonna look at the cloaks. Can I tell if they're like ceremonial cloaks of any kind?
So you want to do a history check? Or like a...
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like to advocate Warren's disposition there, it does seem like it could be split 9 ways, so 10 gold, and then yeah, that's how... No, that's not how that works.
10 gold, 100
10
silver.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
10 gold apiece.
Yeah. It's just who's going to take Baharash's portion is what I was wondering too. Because
And
there
how
are...
much copper?
It's 300 copper pieces a person.
Well, wouldn't Bahagash make 10?
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. If you're counting Sasha, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, because Sasha would be 9 here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Sasha is probably not partaking in this particular venture. So,
So Sasha would.
oh, Sasha says fuck Baharash. Okay, where does it fit on Sasha? That's what I wonder. Because they're
In Griselda's coin purse.
Oh, okay.
She keisters it.
Are we separating it 9 ways or 10 ways?
9 ways.
9 ways.
9. Okay.
What Bahagash don't know won't hurt him.
Not
That's
for
it.
Vamira stole 11 copper, and you guys all got a veritable hoard of treasure.
What about the gems?
So there are...
Yeah, what's up with the gems?
There's about there are probably about 50. They're worth about 50 gold pieces. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 4 gems. One's red, one's blue, one's rose quartzy, one's a dark gray.
I will take the rose quartz.
I'll
I have the red one.
Go ahead.
Did you hear me?
I'll
Yep.
take the gray one. Unless someone didn't say they wanted that one, right?
Is Sasha Griselda's familiar that we were talking?
Mm-hmm.
More like a pet, but not a familiar? Question mark?
I think she made a contract to be a familiar with him.
Mm-hmm.
Her.
But yeah, I think as far as you guys know, though, Sasha's just kind of here hanging out, right?
Okay. Yeah, that was
Because-
than it was for my character. I was just wondering.
Yeah. No, Sasha. I made a pact with Sasha, and now she's my familiar.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'll take a gem if there's still a gem left.
So there's only 4 gems.
Yes.
Ash took the rose quartz. I took the red one.
I took the gray one.
But on your listing here, you said 50 unidentified gems.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
meant like there are 50. They are worth 50. I was writing it wrong.
Oh, okay. No, you're
Oh,
good.
so they're worth 50 gold apiece.
Yeah, pretty much is to what you can imagine. They're worth about 50 gold apiece. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It just got real quiet there after I finished what I was saying, so I was like,
So I like put the elven cloak on. Does anything happen?
No, you feel a little bit warmer.
Much cooler.
Awesome.
Like
Hey.
superhero.
I got an 11 to see if I could remember anything about these cloaks.
Oh, right. So you know for a fact that these are kind of just standard rangers cloaks for them, that they would send them out for hunting. They generally just have them even inside of an elvish village, just laying about. Just standard equipment, basically.
Okay.
For like a long journey outside or something.
Okay.
I was hoping they'd be like magical or something.
Guys didn't defeat no dragons. You feel you some mushrooms.
No, I know.
Magical
I
mushroom.
was still hoping that they could put them on, you'd like disappear or something. Or you got like more sneaky.
It did add 1 to your stealth.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Interesting.
Didn't you say it added 1 to your AC and 1 to stealth?
Mm-hmm.
2 questions.
Yes.
How much copper do each person get?
300.
300.
Okay, and it's an undefined gemstone, so it's not one that's like listed in D&D Beyond.
That you were unable to define it at this particular time unless you were to look closer at it. You guys were just grabbing shit. You know the color of it though.
Okay, so we got 300 copper and a gemstone.
There were 4
worth
gemstones.
50.
So it was split. It sounded like Vamira grabbed 1.
Ash.
Flint.
I didn't take a stone. I took the ring.
Oh, okay.
Warren took.
Okay. So Warren, Vamira,
The blue
Ash.
one is still up for grabs.
Ah, okay. So there's a.
I'm gonna take the blue one.
Okay.
And we all got a cloak, right?
No, there were only 2 cloaks.
No, there are only 2 cloaks.
Motherfucker.
And
That's why I didn't.
Vamira took
I
1.
thought there was 4.
No, 2.
Yeah, I didn't take a cloak either.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'll take a
Is
cloak.
there one left? Motherfucker.
You,
I
hey,
don't have a shirt. I want a cloak.
I'll trade you a cloak for a stone. Mommy.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
You can have the blue gemstone and I'll get a cloak. It's a black cloak, right?
Oh,
Duck.
green.
It is it is a dark foresty green with gold
golden
ivy.
embroidery.
With gold accents.
And it
Okay.
crossed the whole thing pretty much. It kind of shimmers a little bit.
It's very fancy.
Yeah. Mariel's
Ooh,
like,
Mame.
this
Mame
looks,
feels pretty.
this looks perfect with my red hair. And she like strokes her long braids.
Mommy looks pretty.
Yeah, so wait, so does it fit me or is it like comically too small?
It comes down just below your ass, probably about mid-thigh, about kneecap. So
Okay.
it still fits pretty
Okay,
well.
so it fits.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Cool.
For 4 feet? It's a 4 foot.
A 5
I
foot
know,
cloak,
yes.
I thought.
4 foot.
I walk over to the crate that Johnny had picked up the chains off of. Can I pry it open with my crowbar?
Roll a strength check for me.
Okay.
This door in front of me have is it like just a regular door with a handle, or is it some fancy?
There are 2 doors,
Something.
there are 2 doors, and there are 2 handles in front of you.
Okay, I'm not gonna open the doors, but I'm gonna kind of jiggle the handles, see if it's locked.
It is not. So you're able to with your crowbar and but you're not able to pry it off completely. So it came off a little bit and you're able to see kind of in it.
Do I see anything of excitement?
There is, with the dim lighting that you can see, nothing shiny inside.
That means there are monsters.
Yard.
Does it look like? Can I get like the hook end of like the crowbar in there and like fish around?
So while you're doing that, you kind of feel as if it's being drugged through sand almost. You're not really sure what the heck.
Can I try to pry it up a little bit more? Because now I'm intrigued.
Another strength check for me.
Arf!
Uh-oh.
Great rolls, great rolls.
A 12. So you were able to take the crowbar, jam it in even farther, and just pry it enough off that the two sides closest to you are up, and their nails are sticking out below that, as well as around the other edge that you pried up. And you look inside, and you see a good bit of white, purified flour.
Flour?
Like,
Or
you
it
can
just looks like
definitely
flour.
tell it's flour.
Or it's a white powdery substance.
I take some on my finger and rub it on my teeth.
Yeah.
It sticks there and in your gums and in your mouth as if gum and flour would.
Yep,
Starts to
just fine.
slightly turn into dough.
I think it's time to ask the important question of who the fuck we just robbed.
Pretty sure
Rob
we
is
robbed
a
the
strong
Guild.
term.
Let's find out, and I'm gonna throw the doors open.
Door's locked.
Should,
No, it's not.
yeah, you should be able to open it. There you go. Ah, bollocks.
Well, it's doing the. Yep. There we go.
Well,
Oh.
Nope.
because I think part of the challenge sometimes is like somebody will open it and then somebody else will try to open it, and it. So you guys are just opening and
Is that the
closing
way?
it.
Oh, no one touch the door. All right, Griselda, go.
Nope.
There goes. Oh.
Yeah, it's flashing on my screen like open shut real fast, and it still has the lock symbol on it.
The lock symbol just means that you can interact with it. When there's a door with nothing on it, then it's locked. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, bollocks.
Alright, somebody kick it.
Kick it.
I'm out.
Man, no.
Magic door.
I just kept mashing my character against the wall until it opened.
Oh no!
Everyone do that. Just mash your character against the wall until it opens.
Wait, how are you guys getting out? Why am I the only one that's... Help! Oh, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes.
And
See,
Promise
it's like
won't
the
cause
little
brain
door.
damage. Just run into the wall.
Soviet Russia. Brain causes damage to wall.
There is buzzing goblin.
Okay, now I'm the only one in here. Help! Help! Help!
Josh.
I heard somebody asking.
Are we all out?
I think you're out. Mark for it.
You're walking half naked.
Mow.
Oh wait, no, it shows you're out here now, mommy.
That's not what I'm seeing.
Josh.
I think I hear Cassidy asking for me. I'm also trying to take Mame and physically move Mame outside of the door.
Mow.
You just keep pinging back in.
Just keep bashing yourself against the wall.
Do I need to refresh?
Maybe.
Mow.
Meow.
Mow.
Mommy.
Is that Mame's catchphrase now?
Ooh, Mommy, I see
Yay!
you now.
I'm here.
20.
Oh look, another door.
Hey, look, the top of the poop chute.
Everyone roll a sneak
Oh.
if you're trying to bounce this guy.
Wait, 21 investigation.
Where are you looking at?
The blue gem.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Sorry. There was too many things happening there for me to contemplate everything. I also shared the visual from the torque from the other campaign in the handouts. So if you wanted to understand what a torque kind of looks like.
And you said this torque has a charm on it?
Mm-hmm. And it also has a little bit wider of a space, like, in between it, because you have, like, that small space there, you pry it, and then it goes around your neck, so it's got a big enough space for you to keep kind of stretching it and prying it open and closed.
Yeah, I did not know that that's what those were called.
We all need to roll a stealth.
If you're trying to sneak past this sleeping guy here, yes, after you burst open through the door.
We all rapidly ran out.
As we all beat our faces against the door to open it.
Wait, which direction are we going? To the right or just straight?
There's a room with stuff in it. It looks like.
Guys, we need to be real sneak because we're in Thieves Guild. Unless who knows where we're going.
Doing a sneak.
Doing
a sneak.
Oh.
Bree, which one's your character?
Elmira, the only one that's not a top-down version.
Okay.
I'm like sideways lunging.
Okay. Does your character aren't you the one that knows about the Thieves Guild?
Not any more than anyone else.
Okay. I don't know. You seem to be knowledgeable.
I mean, I've been thieving my entire life. But I don't know about this particular Thieves Guild.
But we're trying to give these heads, so we don't know which Thieves Guild we're in.
Oh, we need to get the heads to Gerald at the bar.
And while you guys are talking as you burst through the door like that, basically to each other, the small bandit looking goblin dude grabs the axe off to the side of a chair and goes, What? What are you all doing here? How the fuck did you get over here? Oh, is the goddamn coin again?
Yeah.
Just all gangster like, yeah. Don't fuck with us.
Warren quickly dashed into the tiny hallway after the thing.
I seen that. And he just goes, Well, okay. Well, you're fine. Just hurry on. Get along.
How do we, where are we?
Oh, you're in the storage rooms. Get the fuck out of here. You need to go up this way, up the pathway to the left, and then across the bridge over to the other side, and you'll make your way back over to the tavern.
Okay.
Word.
So you're part of the Thieves Guild?
Damn right. Best be moving.
Are you?
Damn right, my dog.
I'm gonna kind of lean in close and be like, so are you part of the Thieves Guild, or are you branching off? Cause we heard that there were some people branching off, and we were kind of interested in that. You know, like a fuck the man kind of thing.
Persuasion.
Tell them the whole story.
Fight the power.
Yeah, but are you
Fight
part
the
of the
power.
good guys or the bad guys? Because we kind of want to be the bad guys.
16.
Oh, nice.
I want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
So he kind of looks up the corridor where he'd been pointing, looks back down the other way, across the bridge, listens for a second and around. He goes, What you been hearing?
Make something up.
I've just heard at the bar that there were some people trying to start their own Thieves Guild, and that's kind of something I was interested in, because those other guys can be real dicks, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of gets, yeah. And then he kind of tries to get composure back, and he points back down the way he said, and think you need to talk to Brandon. Instead of going across the bridge, just enter through the door to your left as you're walking down this corridor.
Cool. Alright. And so I'm like right up next to him, like leaning over him now at this point. And he is just a like little tiny goblin, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What kind of armor does he have on?
He's got a half decent pair of scattered together armor of like an iron of some sort. Scale mail, something.
Okay. I'm gonna take my dagger out. As I'm like talking to him, distracting him, I'm gonna kind of like try and slowly grab it with my other hand so that he doesn't see me. And I'm just gonna try and slit his throat.
Wow.
So roll a stealth, and
Roll.
or maybe probably yeah, but stealth, I guess. Yeah.
I guess it would, no, I think it would be a sleight of hand, wouldn't it?
It'd be technically a sleight of hand is what I was going to go for, but I was
Doesn't
also
matter,
thinking.
they're both dexterity.
Yeah.
I have a 0 in both.
And I was thinking beyond any of that, it might be actually a performance to add to that roll.
Okay. So 15 for the sleight of hand, and a not natural 20 for the performance.
So he's believing you as he comes in, as you're coming in to him, and then you, let's see here. You go to reach up to his throat to slit it, and you graze just a portion of his neck as he. I'm sorry, I just throw that in there, and then then his AC is a 15 here, so he just skitters back as you draw blood on him, or on his neck, basically, and he goes,
Wait,
"What the fuck?" I'll roll initiative.
Wait. So, I'm gonna, while like when Griselda, okay, so we can roll initiative, but
I mean,
I guess it would matter when initiative is, because I want Mariel to have a reaction to Griselda doing that, and she wants to push her.
I was gonna say I could make minor illusion to make him think that he's really bleeding out if we're not in initiative order, but if we are, I'll hold off.
Yeah.
Just great rolls. Great rolls.
Are we rolling initiative now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine.
Gotta catch them all. God damn it, my roll's not coming through.
I got really should not have yelled.
Did we only see that one goblin?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For now.
That's kind of why I was trying to get rid of him. Because I mean, we are down here to clear these guys out. Like, we are down here to take care of them. So.
I wish we
Taking
could have done
care
that
of
in a less
business.
confined spot.
Wish what?
What?
I said I wish we would have done that in a less confined space.
Nah.
Now they're all.
Man, just slitting his throat. I mean.
Yeah, it's no big deal. It's just someone getting their jugular. It's no big deal, man.
Yeah, but I mean, we can just chuck him in that room. Then it just looked like he stole everything, and then somebody caught him and stole it off of him.
More are gonna come.
Or we just throw him in the poo water, let septic take the work, and just let him float along the way.
He does have an open wound now.
Poop shoot.
Poop shoot.
Dies by septis.
I don't think that's as instances. The goblin now has dysentery.
I see. I don't know if everybody's rolls are in there completely correctly. I'm trying to go through them as you guys are talking, but it looks like, for the most part, where did Mame's go? Yep, that's in there, right? Mariel's a 21.
Mariel.
Alright, fixing that. It'd be between Flint and Mariel. It looks like.
Which then that's dexterity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mine's +4.
Yeah, mine's only a 2.
Okay, so Mario.
Yeah, not last. Woo!
Warren, you did get an 8?
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure that these all showed up right there for everybody.
I'm just super excited that this is the second initiative of the night, and I've rolled over a 10 both times. Why can't I roll this good in the other campaign?
Oh.
Also, I'd like to point out it is 10:30 almost. Just
It
Yeah.
is.
Is this something we should put off till next time?
Maybe. I like sleep.
There's one goblin.
Or is it? Dun dun
now.
dun!
It might just be like 15 tiny goblins and a one goblin suit.
Yeah,
In a trench coat.
start just climbing out of the shit canal that's just over there. It's putridly wafting its smell toward you guys.
Yeah. What was it? Was it pixies last time? I remember the pixies. They kicked our ass. Like,
Those were
I do
imps.
not underestimate this guy. Imps. That was it.
So,
Also, do recall, this is another thing that I'd like to point out, especially for the new gentleman, Warren George, that you have speech as a free action during combat.
Okay.
And you can do that out of order, but I prefer that to be in order a little
sure?
bit. I prefer it to be
You
in
wanna,
order.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you sure you want to tell us all this, Josh?
It
you
is-
want to remind us that we can talk at any time?
They never shut up.
Use your voice.
I just don't
I
want
mean, I think
want it to be completely aware that it's, not combat all the time. As much as you can have combat. It's just I don't want it to be combat all the time when it comes to, there's a story here.
I mean, I think it's a goblin.
Mhm.
Like we can take this within like 2 rolls, right?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Didn't he just
Because, I mean,
no?
just my little. Well, he didn't really scream. He just kind of was like, what the fuck are you doing? Right?
So I think since we're so undecided, maybe we should sleep on it and come back, and we can decide if we want to befriend this goblin or capture him, or just be done with him quickly. It could have a lot of information, but it's taking us quite a while to figure out if we just want to fuck him up real fast or not. So I'm thinking maybe we should come back, or maybe it's time for a nice pause.
Yeah, maybe.
News. Okay.
Correct. We already slit his throat.
Attempt.
He's just got a little nick. Just a paper cut.
Yeah, there's just like
Allegedly. That's what I was looking for.
Allegedly.